Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you today, folks? It's your buddy Uncle Bruce here with Stock Markets with Bruce. Welcome to the channel where we like to talk about the stock market in plain English, if that's as humanly possible. It's nice to have you here. It is Wednesday, February the 9th, 2022, and as usual, we are watching all kinds of things going on. We have a good market going here, a good start to the pre-market. Been watching it now a couple of hours, and I'm noting that the Dow Jones is up 248 points right now in the pre-market, looking great. That's 0.7%, zero point 0.7 of a percentage point. We've got the S&P up 43, that's 0.96 of a percent, and we have NASDAQ up 202, and that would make it a 1.37% gain on the markets. Oil right now down 67 cents at 88.69. Question is, why are the markets higher this morning? Partially from follow through yesterday. We had a very strong close to the market yesterday. We had a very interesting gyration. We were up 300 some odd points in the midpoint, then we dropped down to 200 something, then we came back on again with a nice close after 3 straight days of a last hour just awful sell programs coming in like crazy. So we've had the first turnaround there. But what really is going on most likely is the fact that we have had now 400 of the 500 S&Ps come out, or close to it. I think we're zooming in here on 400 of the 500 companies have now reported their earnings, their latest quarterly earnings. And of all the S&P companies that have reported, it seems to be about 77% of them have either met or have exceeded their earnings calls. Whatever the analysts were forecasting these companies were going to do, 77 to 78% have met or beaten those numbers. Now, some of them have missed it by, like this much. And then there are the surprises. Facebook was one of them, the Meta people. But the realization of the investors out there, and I'm not talking just, investors in the US and day traders and that. I'm talking about worldwide participants, including institutional investors, hedge fund, pension fund managers, you name it. Anyone who shifted their accounts back in early and mid-January, they started shifting their asset allocations away from growth stocks into cyclicals or into higher dividend paying companies to avoid the potential of being involved in a stock that could be really hammered if interest rates were to go up suddenly and dramatically. This is a big shift in philosophy. So people were getting out of the FANG stocks. They were getting out of the high growth stocks, especially like Kathy Wood's, the ARC Innovation Fund. I mean, that fund took a beating during the latter part of the year and into January. What's happening now is it's starting to reverse because the analysts, whoever called the market, you should get out of this and go into that, are now all of a sudden not looking too smart because, gee whiz, willikers, if a corporation can increase its prices as prices get increased to it, they can increase prices and pass on the price increases to their clients, and their clients don't cancel the orders, then what the heck are we selling the stock for? This is what's going on here. So if you go into your local grocery store and a package of bacon is 25 cents a package more, are you not going to eat bacon, or are you going to pay the quarter? You're going to pay the 25 cents more. And if the thing of milk is 10 cents more, you're going to pay the 10 cents more. You'll gripe about it. You'll not be happy, but you'll pay it. Of course, in the meantime, that the fact that you talked to your employer and reminded your employer how great you are to the corporation and how important you are to the company, and you secured a 15% pay raise rather than a 2% cost of living increase, that we keep that. Well, let's not talk about that. Yeah, I do have $100 every 2 weeks more in my pocket, or $200 or $1,000, whatever money you make. Yeah, I make more money, but I also spend more money. Well, welcome to inflation. We just pass it on. It's just part of the game. Anyway, Corporate America, corporate Canada, corporate Europe, corporate Asia, corporate global, we're all getting hit with increased price increases, and we're passing it on, and we're getting it because at the end of the day, there are certain things you don't buy when prices go sky high, but certain things you must buy no matter what the price of the item is. So if it's a staple like a food item, you'll pay it. If it's a luxury, something you can live without, then you might defer. And so, yes, possibly you're a middle class earner of revenue, you have a middle class lifestyle, and you go into you go into a Costco store. Let's say you're a Costco member and you shop at Costco for the savings. Well, you'll buy the milk and the eggs and the butter and the da 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 and the bread and whatever, but you might hold off on that nice bottle of wine over there. You might just go, I'm not going to pay $18.99 for a bottle of wine this time. I'm going to look for one that's on sale. Well, you walk around the aisles, and thankfully, Costco always has a sale on something, and you'll find a brand of wine that might be $6 a bottle off. I'm talking, of course, about Costco's that are allowed to sell alcohol in their stores. In Canada, you have the separate shops that are not inside the Costco stores, but nonetheless, you'll buy something that's on sale or cheaper, and you won't spend the top dollar, you spend a little less. And it's possible that your $250 grocery bill that you're buying without the booze, that one is 8% higher this month than before. It's $20 more. And what you're going to do, and what you do, because we all do it, is you look for deals that will save you $20. And so if you need to buy something non-butter, non-milk, non-bread, something outside of that area, you will look for a deal, and you'll wait for a deal, and you'll shop for a deal. And that's how we do it at the retail level. Nonetheless, we still pay. At the end of the day, we still pay. Uh, corporate The corporate world is figuring out we can pass on price increases. We don't want to, and we try to keep them as low as possible, but we have been, and we will continue to do so. And we're getting paid, and we're not losing the business because the consumption world in which we're in is under such heavy demand for goods and services that just yesterday, day before yesterday, the U.S. released its import-export numbers. And the United States is importing way more money and product than it's exporting. Demand from Americans is sky high, and Americans are ordering refrigerators, stoves, microwaves, couches, carpeting, flooring, cars, shoes, clothing. We're consumers, and we're looking for it. We want it, and whether we're buying it from Amazon or from Costco or from Target or from a shopping mall located store, it doesn't matter. We're looking. We're buyers. We're looking for more goods, and with that having been said, it means that the corporate world is coming out with their quarterly earnings, and they're saying, yeah, we made more money than last year. We made more money. Our sales are up. Our net profits are up. Our costs are down. It's the other thing that isn't being discussed, and what was not talked about with this so-called market reallocation that we went through here in January. What they didn't tell you, and what they conveniently left out, was, yeah, there's inflation and we might have higher interest rates, but you know what? Corporate America, corporate Canada, corporate Europe, they are far more efficient right now than they've ever been in the past. Because think about how many head offices are not being staffed downtown in these high-rise buildings anymore. People are working from home. Corporations are now into their second year, and they're going to soon enter their third year of having staff members stay at home to do key jobs. And the corporate world out there has figured out, you know what? We don't need to bring them in to concentrated office settings with overheads, rent, property taxes, business taxes, security costs, all the IT people here. We can have people working from home. Our cost of being a corporation is dropping with people at home. Actually, corporate America Corporate Canada, the corporate world saves money when people work from home rather than coming into an office. When you do Zoom calls with your contemporaries and your competitors and your clientele, and you're not traveling either by car or by plane to a business meeting or a series of meetings, you're doing all your work on Zoom calls, you are saving your corporate bosses a ton of money because it doesn't cost as much for you to do a Zoom call out of your living room than if you got all dressed up, hired a cab, went to the airport, flew to wherever you're flying, did business meetings, spent a night in a hotel, did business meetings the next day, flew home that evening and came home. That's all expense to the corporation. The entire cost of feeding you, housing you, transporting you, that's an expense to the business. You're not incurring that. The business is not incurring that. You're not charging the business for this any longer. You're working out of your house. And your customer is accepting that because the customer doesn't necessarily want you coming into their office. They're not at their office. They're at home too. And so the entire corporate world has been completely upended, especially international travel. It has really been upended. And there is no going back for a lot of companies. This going forward time frame, it will become acceptable where in the future certain corporations will have employees working from the office and certain corporations will not send employees on business trips anymore, and they will do conference calls, Zoom type call presentations, and both parties will be quite fine with that. That is the new normal. And so the bottom line numbers from the companies reporting here, they're reporting better efficiencies. There are companies with higher profit margins right now in the middle of a pandemic, in the middle of higher inflation, possibly higher interest rates. This is what was not being told to you guys. You guys were not being given this information from these pundits out there who were saying, "Oh, well, with higher rates, it's going to become more expensive for businesses to raise cash." Businesses don't need cash; they have cash. Businesses are using less cash to operate their offices, their administration departments, their overall general administrative fees costs are generally lower or in check. They don't need to borrow money. They're sitting on a ton of cash. A lot of corporations are announcing increased stock buybacks. Something else you weren't told about or wasn't highlighted to you when you heard in December, January that everyone's shifting out of these stocks and going into something else. The corporate world out there, the publicly traded corporations out there are buying up their own stock and they're bumping their dividends to offset any interest rate increases. And let's get real. What are we talking about with interest rate increases? We thought we were talking about maybe 3 or 4 interest rate increases. Now they're saying, well, maybe 5 or 6 or 7. I mean, there's these fear mongers trying to tell us that the world is coming to an end because interest rates are going to go all the way up to 2%. Whoop-de-freaking-do. Corporations are coming out saying we're increasing our dividend by 15, 20%, which means if you buy our stock, you'll get 3% on your yield or 2.5% on your yield. You can't get that from a 10-year treasury. You can't certainly get it from your local bank, even after these interest rate increases. Once we are at a 2% wholesale rate, prime is 3.5%, 4%, you're not getting 3% interest from your banker. You go to your bank with a 5-year GIC 6 months from now, you'll be lucky to get a 0.5%, maybe 1%. And if you're really lucky, 2 years from now, they'll offer you 1.5 to 2% interest. That's all you're going to get. Well, in the meantime, why don't you buy IBM stock and take 4.7 on your money? Oh, and by the way, IBM will likely make more money in the next 3 years as they grow out anyway. This is what they weren't saying to you. They weren't telling you this. They were kind of the fear mongers in the bond market and the so-called pundits of the stock market, the experts out there were saying, oh, it's a big shift going on. We're getting away from growth and that the fangs are out and the high-tech growths are out and the disruptors, they're out. What they didn't understand is that disruptors like Snap and Zoom and all the others. I mean, lump them all together. There's hundreds of them. Okay, I'm not talking about 5 or 6 stocks. I'm talking about a bunch here. Yeah, there will be winners. There will be losers. Yes, these are disruptors. It's not that they're all guaranteed blue chip winners, but there will be some companies in that list that are going to make serious money going forward forever, not during a chrome pandemic, not just because of a pandemic. They're going to make money permanently, always, because they know what the hell they're doing. They're inside the corporate world. They figured out their game plan and they've made adjustments, and they're still adjusting their business plan because they won't stop figuring out how they fit in to their clientele's needs. And that's what's going on. And everyone who said you got to get out of these stocks, they threw the baby out with the bathwater. They threw everyone out of the bus, over the bus. They drove over them with the bus, and the market took the dump. And now all of a sudden, the market's not taking a dump anymore. The market has been recovering. Isn't that amazing? And the stocks that were really beaten up are not so beaten up anymore. And the world didn't come to an end. And lo and behold, you know what? The inflation number is coming out tomorrow, and there's a possibility, I'm not guaranteeing it, but the whispers are out there going, it might not be so bad this time. We may have another 7% number for inflation. We might. We might, however, have a 6 or a 5, because it's becoming obvious that as the economies were firing up again, coming back on again, there were these inflationary pressures to get things rolling. Yeah, money was being spent by business to get product in. Yeah, we're prepared to pay more to get it. We're open. We want to get going. But now that we're going and our volumes are rising up now, as we, if you're a car maker, instead of making 20,000 cars a day, we're making 100,000 cars a day, or whatever the number is, 100,000 a month. Millions of cars a year instead of hundreds of thousands of cars a year means the cost per car goes down, the expense per car goes down. We become more efficient. That's happening now. The companies and businesses are revving up. And yeah, we're still in the middle of supply chain issues here and there, and it's not perfect. I get that. But 10% inflation rate baked in for the next 5 years, forget about that. That's not going to happen. No. Even the talk of higher interest rates has caused inflation to back off. And that's what the point is. That is usually the strongest weapon that the Fed has, is they talk up interest rates to calm businesses down to reality. And moral suasion is a powerful tool, and it works rather well. Anyway, the market is up. We're up 238 on the Dow at the moment, with 40 some odd minutes to go. 41-point gain on the S&P, and Nasdaq is showing 194. There you have it. We'll take that, absolutely. Pre-markets, watching a lot of our favorites here, see what's going on. We're noticing our friends at Rocket Lab. They were up 44 cents yesterday. They're up another 27 cents this morning. We're at 10.28. We couldn't even get to $10 all day yesterday. We couldn't get there. It was 9.95, 9.96, back to 9.85. Then got back to 9.95, 96, 97, back down to 9.85. And then we got to 9.99, and we couldn't get to 10. Well, we closed at 10.01 last night, and we're at 10.28 right now. So the $10 barrier is gone. We're at 10.23, and we're up 22 cents. SoFi, 12.13. We couldn't break 12 for most of the day yesterday. The SoFi couldn't break 12. People were asking me, Bruce, why won't SoFi go through $12? It's the end of the world. We're at 12.55 right now on the pre-market on SoFi. We're up 42 cents, and we've been higher. We've been in the 1260s, 1270s already this morning. Why are we doing this on SoFi? I'll tell you why we're doing this on SoFi. I think what the reason is that Oppenheimer came out with what might be the first of many similar announcements. Oppenheimer's analyst maintained an outperform rating on the SoFi stock, SoFi itself, but they lowered the market price. Instead of calling for the stock to be trading up to $28 a share, they're saying it's 18. And so the stock at 12 something, having an $18 target is a lot more reasonable sounding than having a $28 target. And so naturally, the market has drifted higher, and we're at 1258 right now on a volume of 1.2 million so far in the pre-market this morning. My hunch too is that once the shares reach that $16, $17 neighborhood, Oppenheimer might bump it up to 22. If it gets to 21, 22, they'll up it to 26. It'll be back to 28, but let's start at 18 and come off. I expect other rating analysts will do the same thing. That's coming. Of course, we have financials coming on SoFi not too far from now, so we'll watch for that. All right, so SoFi is up to 12.55. We've got GameStop at the moment at 115.75, up 15 cents. I believe today might be the day that Ryan Cohen's self-imposed gag order might be lifted. It's either today or tomorrow. There's some speculation that, gee whiz, what if he starts talking? Wouldn't that be great if he can talk and starts to talk? Of course, he'll be careful how he says what he says, because, of course, every word you say as chairman of a publicly traded company, it can be perceived by regulators as improper promotion of a stock and exaggeration of facts. You have to be careful. And so we'll see if anything comes of it. But that might be coming. Anyway, the stock is at 116.37 right now, 77 cents. It's a little stronger. I'm happy to see it here. I know that a number of you out there have been writing options against the stock at 105, 100, 110. You got to have let the stock have its day. Of course, the market wants to go to one. That's fine. Go there. The rollovers are available to option writers anytime if they are necessary to be used. But let's just see what's going on. I'm showing it right now, 117.47 at the moment. A little bump again, up 187. But the pre-market volume on GameStop is only 13,500. So this is not like a street-wide phenomenon. It's better, but it's not, we don't have a 500,000 pre-market trading going on here. 117 right now on GameStop. Matterport yesterday was up 45 cents to close at 846. Pre-market up 17 cents more to 863. Nice to see the Matterport having a nice day yesterday, followed by a follow-through rally this morning. The market is not hurting any of these stocks. The pre-market numbers we've got coming out of the Dow, S&P, NASDAQ, even over on Russell, looks great. So Matterport is reacting with the crowd. We're now up to see 863 in the pre-market. 23andMe was down a nickel yesterday at 488. Shares did drop lower than that during the day, then came on. Now we're showing this morning 495, up 7 cents. And we'll see if this $5 barrier will be breached and go from there. Spire yesterday had a good day, up 26 cents, closing at $3, almost 301 a share. At this moment in time, I'm showing it down to nickel at 296 with no news, but we'll see if the $3 barrier is going to be much of an issue. We may break right through it and see what see what happens. Over at ATIP Physical Therapy, we closed yesterday at 294, down 2 cents. I don't have any pre-market trading yet on it. Not unusual. It's rather quiet pre-markets. SmartRent closed at 843 last night. I am showing a 905 print right now. I don't know whether to believe it or not. I'm always cautious with respect to these pre-markets on some of these very thinly traded stocks. SmartRent right now has had a volume of 100 shares, so I'm not really going to buy that one as a gospel that it's really up to 905 a share on 100 shares. You show me. When we open up, you show me what you're made of. Sextera, same kind of thing. We closed up 33 cents yesterday at 11.65. Pre-market, I'm showing $11.78, up 12 cents. That could be accurate, but again, I bet you the volume on that is pretty light. Over on Apple, we're up $1.56 to 176.40. adding to some gains of $3.17 yesterday. We have Goldman adding to gains. We were up 195 yesterday to 370.10. We're now at 371 this morning, up 89 cents. Cisco, 55.34 yesterday with a 17-cent gain. Right now, a 37-cent gain in the pre-market to 55.72. These shares, however, have backed off a ways. They hit the high of 64.29 in the last 2 months or so, month or so ago. Where was that? Yeah, it looked like around, here we are, what was that date? January, December, late December, we approached that 64.29 level, and then we backed off from 64 to 55 since. And the earnings are coming out next week for the company. Even if they beat the street, we might go back to 60. I don't know if we'll hit 64 or higher unless the company comes up with a major announcement like, they announced that we made a lot of money, and we have a dividend right now that's yielding 2.67%. We're going to bump the dividend to the point where the yield is 3.1 or 3.2%. That could move the market. Or they announce in combination with that, a major stock buyback program. That could move them. But we'll wait. We'll wait for that. That's next week sometime. Tesla today is gaining. We were up 14 yesterday to 922. We're now up 16.50 this morning to 938, improving there. And then we have Peloton. Yesterday gained 750 to 37.27, hit a high in the 40 range. Right at the moment, 36.94, down 34 cents. I get the impression that with Peloton, we've had a couple of good days. Let's face it. Let's not kid ourselves. The shares were 25 something not too long ago. Now we're up here at this level. We've had a couple of good days, 2 or 3 here. A little pullback to 33, 32, 34 would not be unreasonable. The other thing to think about with Peloton is that we're going to be getting now the meat and potatoes of this momentum they're trying to put together. They're trying to clean the company up and stop the cash bleed. So they're letting go 2,500 people. I think it's 2,500. It's might even be 2,800. It's a huge backing off of people. I mean, this is a major pullback. This company will be a shadow of itself, former self, by the time they're finishing with it. And it could well be a takeover target where it will be bought by somebody else and they won't have to lay anybody off. That'll have been done for them already with this move. Hard to say. The shares are up because that's what shareholders like to see. Shareholders like to see companies admit that they're overcooked and that they do the cut, slash and burn, preserve cash on hand, and reorganize. Shareholders like that kind of thing. That's action. You can't do that with the government, but you can do it with a private company, and it's brutal, really brutal. And there are, unfortunately, thousands of individuals with family members that are in the tens of thousands who are deeply hurt and disappointed now in the last 2 weeks with Peloton and in the last 6 months with Peloton, because these were shares that at one time were in the $100-something a share range. And there were people within that organization that for a time on paper were worth a lot of money, and lives have been shattered and plans have been ruined because of the depreciation of the stock. Yeah, it's true. If you're an employee of the company and you had 1,000 shares, at one time you had $100,000 worth of stock or more, but a week ago your stock was down to 25 grand. Now it's worth about 37, 40. So you're better, but you're still way down from where you were. I get it. Being an option writer might have been and might well be the way to go if you're going to maintain holding the stock. Takeover, how good can it be? I don't know if the company can generate a $40 takeover offer. I don't know if it can get a 50. I don't know if it can get a 30. I don't know. I'm not the expert here, but it's been a haircut and it's been severe, and they have made moves and are making moves to really clean things up. But boy, the casualty count is really something. I'll mention this. Oppenheimer mentioned today the stock, they're targeting it at 40 to 45. That's their target price for the next year, and they've given an outperform rating from here. Barclays cut the potential of the stock from 90 to 60. They've got an overweight rating on it. Loop Capital has dropped it from $90 target price to 55, and they give it a buy rating. And Telsey Advisory, they've gone from 30 to $40. So they're the most realistic group of the bunch. They were saying it was a $30 stock. Now they're calling it a $40 stock, and they're calling it a market perform. So those have been just the latest upgrades in the last 24 hours on Peloton at this point in time. Those of you who have the stock, I've been recommending writing call options against it. This might be the perfect time to write 40s for the next week or two or three expiry. If you can bring in $3, $4, $5 a share on 40s, I would grab that money. I would take it. And if you get taken out at 43 or 44 or 45, so be it. You get taken out. I just don't see the takeover offer being $80 a share, $60 a share. Nope, I do not see that at all, because the company is not the same anymore as of today from 48 hours ago. It's a completely different entity. It's much smaller now, and it is now more memories of greatness than potential going forward. It's got a lot of work to do to move forward from here, and it needs capital, and that's why it needs a deep-pocketed buyer. And will there be one? I don't know. There may not be one. That's the thing too. That the talk was, oh, Nike will buy him. It'll be great. Yeah, Nike will buy him, or oh no, Amazon will take him on for sure, and there'll be billions available. No, not really. Amazon is probably looking at it going, hey, we just want to sell their stuff. If you've got product that we can add to our Amazon listings and we can make a commission on this, great. Do we want to buy you guys and run you guys? No, we'd rather just be an agent to help you move your product. This is why I've been speculating that I wonder if Best Buy would be a possible buyer of these guys. Even GameStop. I mean, I've thrown GameStop out there as a possible buyer of these guys, where GameStop would raise $3-4 billion through a bond offering that they would put together with the $1.5 billion they have now. They'd have $5 billion cash. There's $1.5 billion inside of Peloton. Now you got $6.5 billion cash, combined entity. You do a paper deal to acquire them, maybe 3 to 1. You get one GameStop share for every 3 Peloton shares, and you get a $6 billion funded entity to go forward. And you target $3 billion towards Peloton and $3 billion towards the GameStop side. And you integrate GameStop stores into Peloton GameStop stores, maybe 500 of those, and GameStop would shut down 1,000 of their 4,500 small stores and convert 500 of the remainder into a combo kind of deal. Do a lot of online selling. You've got warehouses for GameStop. Peloton may or may not have warehouses, so they might shut all that off and go through just the distribution network that GameStop has already, their online side, and away we go. Maybe I'm just throwing out possibilities. I don't know if a deep-pocketed buyer is going to come in for Peloton. Apple, can't see why. eBay, nope. Who with cash would want to buy these guys, unless they're in that kind of business? That's the thing. And with GameStop going online, and with GameStop opening up offices in Seattle, Boston, and hiring all kinds of IT people, and creating the crypto thing, and creating the NFT thing, and creating the digital game thing, and going online, Peloton with its online presence to merge into this environment, this culture, at GameStop, there might be something there. But it's possible that the people who control Peloton may feel that they are in charge of a magical company with incredible potential above and beyond what the street thinks they're capable of, and they have to be brought down a notch to reality, and they may not be ready to do that. And this is why the hire they've made, this gentleman they brought in to kind of clean up things, it could be their last gasp at maintaining an exclusive brand kind of image to the market, to the world, to try to maximize a payoff for their stock. But As the weeks go by and no one makes an offer, if that's truly what might happen here, if that were to happen, then the stock will drop and drop and drop. It'll be a 50 cents a day, 25 cents a day. It's not going to go down $5 a day for 5 days in a row. It'll slip to the point where 3 months from now, nobody came forward with a cash offer. Hey, on the other hand, it could well be that there are 10 companies calling these guys saying, hey, you want to talk about a deal? I'll talk to you about a deal. But the kind of offers that are being thrown around right now, just sort of an indication of what kind of offers are being thrown around, might be so bad that the Peloton guys are going, whoa, we don't even want to entertain these. Let's bring in this hitter that we've brought in, the CEO hitter, and let's do our cutting ourselves and do our regurgitation of this company ourselves, and see if we can move it forward a month from now to another level, and then see if the street has an interest. I don't know. Is it possible that GameStop could come to him and say, look, we're worth 8-9 billion, you're worth 8-9 billion. We are hated on Wall Street. You guys have pissed off Wall Street. Hey, why don't we get together? Maybe we should become one $18 billion company or $20 billion company or whatever we can do here. And we'll merge our shareholders together and all the clientele together. We have 55 million followers of GameStop's online thing, our members. You have how many millions of Peloton users? Let's put this all into one big database and let's exploit this market, because there are a lot of gamers that are also Peloton users, and there's a lot of Peloton users that are gamers, and maybe not. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Anyway, that's the latest on the Peloton. All right. Okay. Watch list. Finish things off. ARC Innovations up $1.42 right now, going into the opening. 24 minutes from now, 73.68 on ARC Innovations. I think the low on ARC was something like, where am I here for the year? $64, $64.35. We're now 73.68. So that's $9 better. That's 15% higher than the low that was set only, what was it, last couple of weeks? It wasn't long ago. January 27th. When the height of the sell-off was going through on these markets, and what a difference! A little over 2 weeks makes, like not even 2 weeks. Welcome back. Interesting how this market is actually coming on. Anyway, Kathy Woods, if you bought into her deal when everybody was piling on her, and anyone who would want to hear the announcement how bad she was doing, you're up 15% already just in the last 2 weeks. Anyway, we'll see how this all plays itself out. We are now 23 minutes away from the opening. I welcome you all to the channel, the show. I'm glad you're here. If you are a first-time visitor of this channel, what I do is I don't trade stock. I don't buy and sell securities. I don't show you my trades. There are no trades. I don't have an account anywhere. I am a commentator. I tell you in plain English what's going on. I'll give you my opinion without any reservation, because I don't owe anybody anything. I am not a promoter of a stock. I am not a promoter of a fund. I'm not owned by anybody. I am my own guy. I'm a homeless Canadian. Originally from Canada. I am homeless right now with my Jennifer Aniston lookalike wife. And we have sold our home in Canada, and we've put everything we have in storage, whatever we had left, because we got rid of a bunch of crap. I'm 66 years old. I'm ancient, and I'm an ex-stockbroker. I'm an ex-desk trader. I was once a branch manager and vice president for a national brokerage firm in Canada. I took my own company public many, many, many decades ago with a buddy of mine. I've been involved in the mutual fund business. I was for a while living in the Cayman Islands as an offshore asset manager. This is back in the late 90s. As a matter of fact, I was in the Cayman Islands when the .com thing blew up. I remember that. I've been in corporate finance, and I've also been in retail, which is what my father was involved with, and I was in retail too. And so I have a lot of experience in a lot of areas. But I'm a 40-year guy from in the business. I was a broker back in 1979 and forward. And so I like to comment on the market, and I just try and do it for you in plain English. I try to get away from the fancy words and the fancy this and the fancy charts and the fancy technical graphs and all the hoop. I'm just going to tell you what I think's going on so that you get it, because so many of you who watch me are not market pros. You guys are going, what does this mean? Why is this happening? What is going on? And I'll do the best I can to interpret for you. If you ask me a question that I can't answer, I'll tell you I can't answer it. There's no point in me giving you a guess. If I give you a guess, I'll tell you. I'll say, it could be this or it could be that. But chances are, when I do get questions from my loyal following here, a lot of my other loyal followers might already have an answer popped in right over here, before I even get to the question. So keep that in mind. You'll notice if you're new, you can't make a comment and talk to me by typing in over here, because we are like other live shows. We get attacked by trolls mercilessly. And we don't have comments. We have those disengaged on my comments are all disengaged, and we have this here only for members of this channel. And to be a member, it's $9.99 a month to be a Chilling with Uncle Bruce member, or if you want to be a gold BAGEL member, which is this thing right up here, you want to be one of those guys, that's $25 a month. And on top of being able to do this, comment over here, use the emojis, you also will get an alert, a trade alert every morning before my 8:30 start time on this show, 5 days a week during the market. And you'll also get a Wednesday night primetime show, which tonight is Wednesday, 8 o'clock tonight, primetime with Uncle Bruce. It's an open Q&A show for gold members only. So you can talk to me about your account, your markets, your trades, whatever you want to talk about. And we do that every Wednesday night. So as a Gold BAGEL member, you get a few extra perks, and a number of my viewers have shifted. I've only just introduced the Gold member program about 6 weeks ago, and a whole bunch of folks have upgraded their membership from the regular membership to this level here. And I thank you. It keeps me on the air, because you've probably noticed, if you're looking at the meter right now, how many people are watching him live? 500? There's only 500 of you here. I don't have 25,000 watchers. I'm not, Mr. Rogan or whatever these other guys are. Probably pretty boring compared to those guys. So I have a select group, a tight audience, and we talk a lot about writing options to make money on the market. We talk about writing call options against shares we have, or we talk about a poor man covered call option writing. This is where you buy an option of a company like, say, Goldman Sachs, for example. You buy an in-the-money call for Goldman, and then you write a call option against that option as if you're a shareholder. And we have a number of folks who are learning how to do this. And I do offer courses on my own website called stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Links are down below. And if you want to watch a class on how to write options, how they work, what poor man covered call writing is all about, strategies, why options rise and fall, how they rise and fall, how they shrink as they get closer to retirement, to their expiry date, you can take lessons on my website for that, one at a time, whenever you want. You do not have to buy a course from me for $1,000 or $1,500 or whatever. You can just buy one lesson at a time whenever you want and watch it as many times as you like, and watch whatever lesson you want. You don't have to watch number 1 first. You want to watch number 6, watch number 6. Up to you. Just go to my website. You'll see the listing of all the classes there. Knock yourself out. They're about 2 hours long, each class. So you got about 22 hours of classes that you can dig into if you really want to become an option writer and a little more comfortable with the lingo and how it all works. Make an investment in yourself at your leisure, at your pace. Go to the website and check those out. In the meantime, you're free to watch. It's no charge to be here. If you want to send me a comment but you don't want to become a member, you can always do a super chat. You're allowed to do that. I think super chats are $1 or $2 buck and more, or something like that. I don't know what it is. And you can always do super chats. I thank you. And some of you out there who've been so kind to Jennifer and I, making donations to us when you have a stock win or an option win. A lot of you are making donations through PayPal to us. Again, links are down below on that. We thank you very much because super chats are great. We love super chats, but YouTube takes 30% of that. Donations on PayPal, we get 96% of that. And so there's a way better payoff. So if any of you want to give us $1,000, on a super chat, that's great. But I'd prefer $1,000 PayPal donation. We start at $1,000. For those of you who don't know, minimum donation is $1,000. Okay, there you go. See how many people get sucked in on that one. Okay, here we are. We have Nice throwing in here the notification new member. Nice is not a new member. Nice is rolling over an existing membership, and I say thank you for still being a chillin' with Uncle Bruce member. We love you, and thank you so much for maintaining your membership, because every month a bunch of you have automatic renewals. So you just say, just renew me every month. I just want to stay part of this guy's channel. I don't care. But a bunch of you say, no, I want to reserve judgment every month on this guy. I want to have a guillotine over his head every 30 days, and I will decide whether or not I become a member for another month or not. Well, today I passed the smell test with Nice. Thank you, and welcome on board for another month. I thank you. You didn't sell me, Bruce. You made me. You made me. Sorry. Cheers. Thanks, Nice, for being here. I'm not sure what that meant, but let's say I hope it's a good thing. Thank you all. If you're doing what DQ is doing, DQ is giving me a thumbs up for the show, and he's letting me know what number he is. Apparently, he has two devices on the go. He's thumbs up number 31, and he's thumbs up number 174. Thank you for the two thumbs ups. I appreciate it. Beautiful stuff. Keep it coming, and thank you. We are 14 minutes away from opening this market up, so let's see what happens. Anti-PC is saying SoFi announced today its new brand campaign, Break Up with Bad Banking, inspiring people to move out of unfulfilling relationships with their banking institutions and move on with SoFi. She goes on to say, an all-in-one banking app disrupting the finance category that allows customers to save, spend, borrow, earn, invest, and protect their money all in one place, just in time for the season of love. Well, you got to like that. That sounds pretty cool. We'll see what's going on here. Jason Battle is saying, Meet Kevin is closing down his channel. Time to welcome new bagel lovers to the Uncle Bruce community. I saw a video this morning on his channel talking about shutting down the channel or something like that. I watched it. I think it was like a 10, 11-minute video, and he was talking about investments he's made and investments he's offloaded first. That was about half the video. And then he went into the other half, and he was talking about he's not going to do a scheduled live show anymore for the opening and the closing, something like that. So I found that interesting. There's plenty of places you can go on YouTube to be involved with stock market people. I'm certainly not the only one. Excuse me. But I don't trade. That's the difference. You'll note you will not see a quote machine setting here. You don't see all these stock quotes and all that stuff, and you don't see me in the little corner down here with a little arrow showing you what the stocks are. I don't do that. You guys have your own computers for that. You've got your own quotes going. You know what you're doing. You know what you're watching. You don't need me to show you quotes. With me, Kevin, I think he's reorganizing himself somewhat, and I think he wants to do more live work on more of his own. I'm not sure, his own platform. I'm not quite sure what he's up to, but I like Meet Kevin. I like this guy. I really respect him. Young guy, works his tail off, and successful, and he's given me a lot of ideas to be a better YouTuber. He's been doing this for quite some time. I think he started his channel 10 years ago. I think he's been on YouTube since he was in his around 20 or 19, even like early. A way to go, Meet Kev. Whatever Meet Kev does, I have nothing but praise for him. And like I say, he's a trendsetter. without a doubt. I wish I were as young as he is. 66 is my age. I don't know how much longer I'll be doing this. Another week, a month, as long as you folks want me to do it. But with Meet Kevin, the future is unlimited, and God bless him, and more power to him. But I am on twice a day, Monday to Friday. I'm on 8:30 in the morning, 1 hour before the opening, and 2 hours into the market. And then I'm coming on at the end of the day, 1 hour before the close. I'm on at 3 o'clock Eastern until about 4:15, 4:30, depending on how crazy it is in the aftermarket, earnings coming out, whatever's going on. And so I welcome you to the channel. If you want to join us, that'd be wonderful. If you just want to watch us for a while, thank you, and hope you enjoy the show. Let's see what else is going on. Love the SoFi news. I keep seeing the ads online, and my dad said he's selling on TV. Says Midnight Adventure. And let's see. Alberto is saying to Auntie, "Good morning, Bella." Their app also watches the credit scores and sends alerts. I love the SoFi app. And Mr. Doctor Daddy Doo says, "I'm a huge SoFi cheerleader. Might help if I got out of the house." We are 10 minutes away from opening, by the way. The market on the Dow is up 255, looking good. We're up 43 on S&P, NASDAQ up 190. GameStop, by the way, at 116.12, up 52 cents in the pre-market right now. SoFi at 1260, 1252, up 39 cents. All right. Credit Savage, good morning, my fellow simpletons and Uncle Bruce. I hope today is a good day. I hope today's a good day, and we finally begin a turnaround, but volume seems low. We'll see how it goes. Thank you all. Carol OV says to Auntie, Bank of America increased their position on SoFi 600%. Sounds pretty good to me. Early Bird Gets the Worm, says D. Gray. And let's see. Anti-PC says the campaign is kicking off with a digital and influencer campaign and sweepstakes across TikTok this week with accompanying television ads. Very interesting. What else is going on? Midnight Adventure says, yes, Bruce. One of the best features is the live chat. I have certain people in the chat that I can look to answer a question. I'm such a rookie that it gives me a huge edge, I think. Again, Midnight is talking about, you give me a question, and folks over here, are perhaps answering it already. The other thing I also offer, apart from classes on my website, if any of you out there would like to have a one-on-one consultation to talk to a 40-year veteran of the markets, you want to talk about your trading strategies or your account, you're trying to understand how to write options a little more fully, you just want to have a one-on-one session privately. What I do is I set up the channel like this, except I'm on this half of the screen, you are on that half of the screen, and I put it on a private setting for just the two of us, and I do 1 hour consultations where we can chat without anyone else and without the market. I do these on Saturdays and Sunday mornings, 10 in the morning Eastern time, noon Eastern time, and 2 in the afternoon Eastern time, Saturdays and Sundays. So I have 6 slots a week available for 1 hour consultations. If any of you would like to have one of those, send me a private email at my email address, which the link is down below, brucefrommert@hotmail.com. I charge $400 US for a 1 hour session, and I'm pretty sure you will get more than that out of your 1 hour time frame. Just talking options alone, learning how to write call options and take advantage of what George Costanza calls shrinkage, where these contracts shrink in value in their last 2 to 3 weeks of life. There's way more than a $400 bill waiting for you. And once you learn how to do it, you get to do it for the rest of your life. Join me for a one-on-one if you like. Send me an email. Say, hey, Bruce, I'd like to have a one-on-one with Saturday at 10, 12, or 2, or Sunday 10, 12, or 2. Pick a time, pick a day, and let me know. I'll let you know what openings I've got, and we'll send you the link and go from there. So I'd love to have you do that. Again, it's up to you if you want to talk about the markets or you just want to talk to me about the world in which you're finding yourself in. I've had viewers contact me and say, I don't want to talk about stock trading. I want to talk to you about something else. I want to talk to you about what's happening in my world, and I need an outsider's advice. And you're 66, you've been around a bit. I want some advice from someone who's kind of been here before. So yeah, whatever. Love it. Thank you all. What else is going on here? I'm looking forward to a bigger paycheck so I can book a one-on-one with Uncle Bruce, says Steady Mystic. Thank you. Looking forward to that. And here we are, a midnight adventure steady. Yes, Wednesday night is key. It's so cool. Every time someone asks a question, I have that I have. So usually I just watch, and my goodness, I've learned some amazing tools in that class. Anti-SoFi is calling on members to break up with their bank to win prizes. One is through a national 3-day TikTok challenge whose participants are encouraged to share their breakup story. Throughout the campaign, SoFi will be rewarding people with 75 grand in SoFi reward points, and the grand prize winner will be awarded 25 grand in rewards points at the end of the contest. Interesting. Let me guess, Uncle Bruce. People are asking about buying back SoFi. $15 covered calls sold yesterday or before they expire a whole month and a week from now. This is why I sold them a month away. We're not even at 15. No, they're not. Actually, I've actually mentioned that writing SoFi calls at 15, as you are doing, might be in the cards for some of you out there. These are of course March 17 or 18s. If you can get closer to $1 for them, rather than 40, 50 cents, you can, if the stock wants to go for a little run and get you a nice premium, you might take advantage of something like that. Bama Babe just posted an article on Facebook where SoFi is mentioned as one of the top 10 fintech stocks to own long term. Bobby, trying to think of put questions to ask at tonight's show. Put it to Uncle Bruce on Wednesday theme. I like the sound of that. Anti-PC, says Steady Mystic. Bama Babe, these people running SoFi are so smart. Bobby, agreed, Bama. Super powerful management team. Cannot stop these guys. Nick, Bruce, I am thumbs up number 238, buddy. Good morning to you. Thank you, my man. Carol, yes, when I saw that last night after Super Bowl, this baby can have a run just like those crazy runs from penny stocks. SoFi is a truly a winner. D. Gray, thank you for this $5 donation. I appreciate it. The Wumpus left the building. Gotcha. Alberto, the banks are saying if you can't beat them, join them. I welcome this. Bobby the Credit Savage, Credit Coach. Oh, I asked. Let's see. I think SoFi is going to run today, says Anti-PC. Coyote, is this Kevin guy having a meltdown? Why would you shut down your entire channel and rip your portfolio to shreds? I can't answer those questions. D. Gray, but the cat came back the very next day. Nick, wish me luck on my Peloton short at 35.5. Nick, you might well do okay. It may well be that Peloton gives up some ground here. It's had the big run. It's off 52 cents right now at 36.76 with 3 minutes to go before we open. It may well back off today, and you may well score a nice little deal. I think if you're patient, let this first hour come and go and let everything filter out. Let's see what the market gives us. And like I say, with Peloton, the news is out. I mean, they've got the new CEO. They've put the world on notice in a way that they're available for a buyout. The stock hit 40 yesterday. They can't lay off another 2,500 people. I mean, they've done all they've got to do. Now it may be that the stock's popularity fades out and the trading backs off, and the flippers and the day traders go elsewhere, and down it goes. Maybe 30.31 is the target, and you'll score a nice little deal there. Who knows? Welcome, everyone. Aurora, good morning, 123 and 245. I'm giving Bruce thumbs ups everywhere I can. Thank you. Let's see. Let's go. Bruce keeps it old school. Thank you, Olivia. Your kind words. I appreciate it. I like Kevin, says Carol, but Uncle Bruce is my favorite. He knows how to keep us calm. There you go. Chris says, meet Kevin is so fickle. He said people are too harsh on him. He keeps saying he's not sorry. He sold all his positions, which means he's sorry. Everyone is a genius in the green market. Laugh out loud. We have Uncle Bruce. Well, I'm just doing what I can. Alberto, I have $13 SoFi leaps. If it pops, I'm taking Auntie to dinner tonight, canceling my travel arrangements and quitting my job. Quitting. Oh my gosh. I don't know. We're 2 minutes away from opening, guys. Thank you. Auntie, I only have one leap, but I'm happy to have it. Hope my other calls go up soon. I think SoFi is about to come on here. Let's see what's going on. Well, let's hope so. Let's see. all these YouTubers are always yelling depression and have never been through any market corrections, even or maybe one. Here, Uncle Bruce is always even keeled and telling us things are never as bad as it is. Well, there's always a tomorrow. Good morning. What's new? Asks Ben. Rob, plus he eats a bagel. I haven't seen any other YouTubers eat a bagel on the air. Well, that's true. I try to eat a bagel on the air. I try. It's not easy. I have been blocked from many of the YouTube channels because I promote T.O.'s channel. Uncle Bruce, Jason says, please do this channel until SoFi reaches $50. Then you can send us large donations, and it'll be a nice retirement gift. There you go. Thank you. There you go. Thank you. We're opening up for trading right here and right now. We're up and running, baby. Let's get going. Let's get started. I'm sure our friend here, Larry Titus, has done the job that he is so good at doing. He's hitting the bells, and the bells are ringing, and we're up and running, and we're trading. And I thank you, Larry, for that. Let's see how these markets want to start off. Hopefully, you folks will make a bunch of money today. That would be just terrific. We'll see what the markets want to give us. It looks like we have a gain, of course, on the Dow as expected. I'm showing 230 at the moment, 230-point gain. S&P, I'm showing 40 to 41 points. NASDAQ, I'm showing 163. So that's what's going on from here. Let's take a look here. I'm showing GameStop at 115.60. Let's see if that's last night's close, though. Hang on. We might be, we're still a little behind here. 113.86 right now, down 174 in the first salvo. But this will change and adjust. So just bear with us here as we get through the first minute or two, as everything loads up and gets ready to go. Ben is saying that Meet Kevin is good. I've been watching him for 2 years. Too much pressure going from 20,000 subs to almost 2 million so fast. He's done well. He's done really, really well, and he has a lot of courses you can buy from him, real estate courses, because he is a realtor, rental property operating and renovating homes and stock market stuff. And I mean, the man is a hard worker, and I'm just, if he's taking a break, God bless him, because he's earned it. If he's taken a break, he's earned a break. Whatever the situation is, way to go. Anyway, we're here plugging away as usual. Thank you for joining me. We're up 240 now on the Dow, 240 points. We're up 44 on S&P. We're up 161 on the NASDAQ. So there you go. We've got Rocket Lab at 10.10, up 9 cents. We've got SoFi now up 28 cents to 12.40 or so, up 27 cents. GameStop now, here we go, 117.52, up 193. Matterport 8.72, up 26 cents, approaching 9 again. That'd be nice. ME 498.5. Go ME, go up a dime here. Spires at $3. We got it's down a penny. ATIP down 1 penny at 292, 293 looks like. Smart Rent I'm showing at it looks like 843. That might be though yesterday's trades. I'm not sure if that's accurate. Sextera I'm showing up a nickel at 11.70 right now. AMC is up 32 cents, 16.74 on 2.1 million. Robinhood is up 3 pennies. Was down a little bit, up 3 pennies now, 13.41. I've got Vanik up 3.36 to 281.90. I got Home Depot up 4.33. IBM is up 18 cents. Microsoft up 4.96, 3.09. Apple up $1.22 to 176 now. Goldman Sachs up 3.33 to 3.73. Cisco up 42 cents to 55.76. Facebook, which is Meta platform, is now up 3.59. Amazon up $24. Tesla up 19. Google up 27. Bed Bath Beyond up 2 cents. BlackBerry up a dime. A couple of meme stocks there. Royal Caribbean 87.92. I mean, oh my God, ridiculous. Up $1.50. Losing and bleeding money like you cannot believe. It is unbelievable how ridiculously priced these shares are. This is a $30 stock at best. At best. They are going to bleed money for another year. I just don't understand the street. The street is in another bizarro world. It's kind of like that, that Seinfeld episode when Elaine comes in and meets Bizarro Jerry and Bizarro Kramer. This stock is in a bizarro existence. It is nuts. Anyway, it is what it is. Target is up 277. JP Morgan up 26 cents. Costco up 840. Walmart up 54 cents. Nvidia up 450. These stocks are improving. The FANGs are up. We're definitely having improvement. Snowflake up 11. DraftKings up 54. Moderna up 293. Workday up 730. DoorDash up 4. Airbnb up 580. It continues. Coinbase up $1.43. Yeah, it definitely is continuing here. We've got now the Dow up 256 points. We've got the Rocket Lab at 1015, SoFi 1250. That's looking better. GameStop 118.86, Matterport 874, ME 501. We're over $5 on ME. We only need $5 more to get back to 10. Oh my. ATIP 291, SmartRent 853. We're up now. We're open. We're up a dime, and Sextera is up a nickel right now. AMC 1719, up 76 cents. That is the early first 5-minute report on what is going on here. As I said earlier, there seems to be a definite shift going on with investors where they are selectively moving into growth stocks, but they're looking into growing growth stocks, profitable and soon to be profitable growth stocks, rather than just buying anything with a high tech handle on it. The FANGs, generally speaking, are improving, but Netflix is not leading the charge. Facebook is not leading. It's being drawn up a little bit, but it's Google, Amazon, Facebook, Microsoft. These guys are delivering the bacon. They're delivering earnings, and the market is going there. Money is going where the money is being made. Cisco looks like they're going to have a good quarter. We'll find out next week. GameStop right now, $120 a share, up 508. Great to see the stock improving. I'm happy to see the stock going up. I am not nervous that it's running on any option holders because rollovers are always a possibility. Now 120, 150 on the stock. Go GameStop, go. Because shareholders of GameStop are getting less poor right now. They're not getting rich. They're less poor. And I'm very happy to see this moving. Keep it coming. That is what I want to see. Absolutely. Taking a peek here. Peloton right now, 36. Hang on a second. Let me just refresh my screen. Hang on. Peloton, 35.74, down 153. That's doing what I suspected it was going to do. Tesla's up $20. ARK is now 74.23, up 184, and that's reflective of all of these growth stocks, the disruptors. Cisco up 31, Goldman up 269, Apple up 123. We're moving higher, no question about it, on almost everything. GameStop 121.49 was a trade. The high trade on GameStop at the moment, 122.93, just a moment ago. We just kind of got there and backed off. Some of you writing options, hopefully you've put in stink offers and you got some nice fills. Rocket Lab at 20 cents, a gain of 20 cents. SoFi up 20 cents. GameStop up 505 to 120.66. Matterport up 17. 23andMe up 14 cents. SmartRent up 9. Sextera up 4. We have Spire down a penny. ATIP down a penny. If that's as bad as it's going to get, I'll take it. Thank you very much. We'll see what gives. There's a lot of talk also, some articles being written today about the possibility of stock splits becoming more common. Google has started it all off with a 20-to-1 stock split, which I think is an exceptionally smart move to make. I am shocked that Amazon hasn't followed suit. I think it would be in Amazon's best interest to consider a major stock split, 20-to-1 or more, because what would happen is you will take a lot of small investors who have 5, 10, 15, and 20 shares and more. All of a sudden, they will have more than 100 shares of stock in their hands, 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, and so on. These investors now can start writing options against the stock and bring in an income source that they don't have now. This would really improve option liquidity. Tesla should consider another stock split. Get these shares under 400 a share. Get these shares in the 100 to 300 range and really improve liquidity for small investors. Small investors should not have to rely on platforms where they buy $150 worth of stock by putting in a $150 buy order on Amazon and getting 1/20th of a share. Really, they should be able to buy one share of stock for $150 because the stock was split to give investors a shot at holding actual units of stock. What the markets don't tell you and what the pros don't advertise heavily is that these platform accounts match up fractional share buy and sell orders all the time, and they put them together to do these off-market trades. And there are nickels and dimes of fees that are built into these transactions that fall down the trickle effect. They come out of the bucket at the bottom of the slot machine. And these platform outfits are raking in huge profits on for pay per order flow on stock trades. And it's a small investor that's paying the price. They have no control over what price they're going to buy the stock at, no control for what they sell it at, because we're dealing with fractional trading. And Amazon is not doing any small investor any favors by keeping the stock at 3,000 something a share. They're not doing anyone any favors keeping it up there. And that's why Google, I think, is making the right move by blowing the stock on a 20-to-1 split and getting it down to 140. Amazon right now at 3,200 a share. I think Amazon should even consider a 30-to-1 split and bring the stock down to $100 a share. That would be the best. Even Google could have gone 25-to-1 instead of 20-to-1, bringing it down even more. But it's a start. The hope here is that any stock that reaches 500, 600, 700 a share and higher, that companies in those levels will start to do splits and get their shares into that $100-200 level, giving retail investors a better shot at being able to buy blocks of stock and even numbers of shares. That to me is a better move. And for the options market, you couldn't ask for a better move. You could not ask for a better move for the options market, because you'll improve option liquidity dramatically. You'll have way more writers, you'll have way more players. It'll be much more affordable. But that's, that has to be a philosophy that has to pick up. But I am getting the impression that it sounds like we might actually be getting that. We might actually be seeing more splits coming our way going forward. So we'll watch for that. The Dow is up 230 points at the moment. Rocket Lab at 1032, up 31 cents. SoFi at 1233, up 20. GameStop has backed off a bit. 118.98 right now, 119 a share. The high was 122.93 for a nanosecond. 118.81. We're still up 339. Matterport up 38 cents to 884. We got ME up 13 to 501. We have Spire down 1 penny at $3 even. ATIP is 1.5 cents higher at 295.5. Smart Rent is up 12 cents to 8.55. Cyxtera is up a nickel to 11.70. AMC up 87 cents to 17.30. Robinhood up 4 cents to 13.42. Vanik up 2.97 to 281.66. Home Depot up 4.80 to 3.66. IBM up 59 cents to 137.61. Microsoft up 6.80 today. Very good. 3.11 is the last trade. Apple up $1.46. 176.12 now. It's up 129. Goldman up 356 to 373.66. Cisco up 20 cents to 55.54. Facebook up 578 to 225.96. Amazon up $33 to 32.63. Tesla up 19.40, 9.41. Google up $36 to 28.20. Bed Bath Beyond up 9 cents. BlackBerry up 6. Royal Caribbean up 3.15. We have Target up 157, JP Morgan up 59, Costco up $9, Walmart up 55 cents, Nvidia up $4. So it's green, green, green all over. Even the Spire is now unchanged, so it's not showing red anymore. Yay, we're happy. Happier. I say sell into the strength. If you are an option writer, look for issues going up and then sell out of the money calls in front of those contracts, in front of those shares. Bring in some premium for this Friday or next Friday or the week after. Take a position, and if you need to consider a rollover, you'll consider it. But at the moment, take your position, sit tight, fold your arms, and say, "Okay, come and get me," or back off, and I'll do a buyback. Thank you very much. There it is. Coyote, Uncle Bruce, my GameStop cover call is for next Friday. I feel like just waiting and not rolling yet. You agree? I do. I do agree. So I have 101s expiring on Friday. When do we roll? Not yet. Maybe tomorrow afternoon. Maybe not. I should say 105 strike. Do nothing. Ed Matterport is on the move up. Is today the day it goes back to $37? Well, it might take a few days. It didn't go down from $37 in one day to here, so maybe it can take just as much time the other direction. Would you mind if it went up to 37 in the next 4 weeks? Took a quarter of that every week. It just went up. That wouldn't be too bad. Well, let's see what happens here. Carol, ATIP is moving. Is it really? 299 and a half. It is. It's up 5.5 cents. Go ATIP. There you go. Bezos has said they will never split their stock. I think they're the loser for that. I really believe it. I think they're the loser for that when it comes to investor following. But hey, Bezos is Bezos. But sometimes minds get changed. I don't know. Let's see. It's smart for Google to split, but the street is dumb. Mr. Seneca, well, starting to read all those GameStop calls I wrote on Monday. I would not worry about it. Well, Nazareth, does he say why? Why he doesn't want to split? Why would he do that? Anyway, let's see. I like some people selling 15s on SoFi or whatever. Nazareth, no, even when I worked at Amazon, I never found out why. The guy just doesn't like stock splits. Maybe now that Jazzy is running things up, it might change, but I doubt it. I think it would be a good move. I really do. I know a lot of employees of that company own fractional shares, and there are employees of Amazon that own anywhere from a quarter of a share to 112.6 shares or whatever it is. If you could do a 20-to-1, you would actually make your employees a lot richer, because the impetus now is the shares may rise on the split thing. Because generally speaking, stocks do rise in the first year after a stock split. And now you have people who can write stock options against their stock for the first time ever. Because right now, a lot of employees cannot do that on Amazon, and they have no secondary income source, especially those folks who have stocks in these IRAs and Roths. Be a great way to add to their retirement to be able to bring in premium way out of the money. Stock options can be easily written and nice money's brought in, but you got to wait till you have 100 shares. That's, what is that, $300,000 worth of stock? I mean, ridiculous. It's, what can I say? Anyway, there you go. Wavy gravy. I'm dealing with a 105 strike for this Friday, and it's all fine. We're at GameStop 117.53 up 178. We had a little blip this morning. We'll see how it's going. The Credit Savage, well, here comes SoFi, morning sell-off. Like clockwork, volume is just too low. Matterport not giving up ground. Let's hope our Matterport has come back to epic proportions. 880 on Matterport, up 34. SoFi 1226, up 14. Rocket Lab 1035, up 34. Dow's up 289. GameStop 117.64. It has ranged from a low today of 113 to 122.93. Right now, 117.35 on GameStop. Let's go. Let's see. Who else? I wouldn't mind a 4-week climb on Matterport. I hear it. There you go, Ed. DQ. Nice. As a Steelers fan, I cannot and will not root for Cincinnati, even on a bet. It would be a Cinderella story if the Bengals win, but I can see that happening. Let's see. What else is going on here? Let's go. Always Gaming says, was long time. I wasn't here a long time ago. Where are you staying at the moment? How is Jen? How you doing, Always Gaming? We're in Palm Desert, right down in Palm Desert, California. We're heading to Vegas at the end of the month, a couple of days, and then we're heading to Calgary I'm going to be spending some time babysitting a friend's house in Calgary for a couple of months, and then we're going to plot our next move, and we're thinking Europe for May, June, something in that range. We'll let you know. GameStop 116.37. We're up 76 cents on GameStop. We've given up quite a bit of those gains. We opened this morning at 101.76 on GameStop. Although I think that's inaccurate. I think we opened up more around the 113 level on GameStop. We got as high as 122.93. Right now, 116.46 on 709,000 shares. So a bit of speculation going on. We're up 86 cents on SoFi at the moment. The Dow is up 305 right now, which is probably the high of the day. Yep, we're at the high of the day right now on the Dow, 305-point gain. We've got S&P up 51, and we have NASDAQ up 164. So the markets are doing well this morning. GameStop right now reacting a little to this movement of the Dow. It's now at 117.03. SoFi 12.27 up 14. Rocket Lab up to 10.34 up 33 cents. Our Matterport 8.82 now. ME 4.98. Spire $3 and 1/10 of a share. 1/10 of a penny per share. ATIP 299.5 up 5.5 cents. Smart Rent up to 861 up 18 cents, and Cyxtera up 17 cents to 11.82. It just keeps creeping up. AMC 16.94 up 51, broke the 17 barrier. There you go. Welcome one, welcome all. Duncan, Simpletons, I have a meeting this morning. Duncan, welcome, buddy. Always Gaming, Berlin. Mark, Bezos might not TH. I don't know what that means. Good to hear. See her still. The lovely Uncle B says Always Gaming. Mark, Bezos might not. Short sellers hit the stock. Might not want to have that happen. Who knows? British. This is the Simpletons meeting. Don't need to go anywhere. Lame duck. GameStop. The open was 114.91. My machine is obviously incorrect. Right on, guys. Thank you for being here and watching what's happening. We're up 286 on the Dow. GameStop 116.28 up 68 cents. 587 people, and nobody else wants to talk. That is a shame, says Nice. Could well be. We have a number of people who are visiting us today for the first time. Never been here before. Welcome to the show. If you're a member of the channel, the chat room is open for you. We try to keep it PG rated and try to avoid the trolls. We thank you, all of you who have joined this channel. There are two ways to join the membership. There's the $9.99 a month membership and the $24.99 gold BAGEL member level, and each has its privileges, and we love that you're here. And then, of course, there are the folks who do make comments here, but they are not members of the channel. You just do a super chat and make a comment. We love you. Thank you all for popping in, saying hi to us. It's nice to see you here. We'll see how the market wants to go here. Credit Savage is saying to Zed, there's a reason I sold them over a month out. Now, these are SoFi calls that the Credit Savage wrote, the $15 calls for mid-March. Chose a strike that has lots of open interest. So unless it's $16 on the day off, I'm not worried. Time to crush any gains that aren't book value. And that's why Credit Savage wrote those $15 calls. The stock at 12.28 is 370 something out of the money, or 270 something out of the money, with less than 5 weeks to go. Sure, can SoFi go to $15 today? Yeah, it could. Could it go to 16 tomorrow? Yes, easily and beyond. But if it doesn't, and it's going to do these 20, 30 cent swings, Credit Savage's bet is, hey, I'll write a $15 call. Give me 75 cents, 85 cents, give me 95 cents. I'll take the money now. And I'll buy these calls if I have to. I'll buy them back. If you make me by going to $17 a share, yeah, I'll buy those calls back and I'll rewrite 20s against it. I might write April 20s and bring in just as much money and say thank you very much because my stock is going up. But if these shares want to stay up 13, 14, 12, these contracts will shrink. And as they shrink, Credit Savage is going to buy them back. If the shares have a dip, drop 50 cents in a day, he'll buy them back on a dip, and then they come back up again, he'll write them again. I mean, he'll be there. More than happy to. Write at 85, buy at 50, write at 90, buy at 40, write at 95, buy at 55, write at 80, buy at 60. You want to give me swings? Give me swings. I'm more than happy to do it. The 50 plus thousand open interest on these contracts means they have a 1 penny spread between bid and ask. Liquidity everywhere, easy in, easy out. Why not? Anyway, there you go. Beach Boy, did you just say, Jen, and you might go to Europe in May or so? Worlds are colliding. We'll let you know. We'll let you know. When we know, you'll know. DQ, Wavy Gravy, just take a look at the options chain and find roughly your next expiry date. Then keep an eye on things. You have until the close on Friday to make the move. This is with respect to GameStop. We're down 19 cents on GameStop right now at 115.41. We hit a high today on GameStop of 122.93. I don't know if any of you watching me were able to write contracts today in the 120, 125 neighborhood for expiring on Friday or next week, but the stock right now is 115.99. It's backed off from the 122.93 high. And I know that we have a bunch of us who have written calls at 110, 115, 105, 100. Let's see what the stock wants to give us. The stock does fluctuate, and we're here to take advantage of swings. The Dow up 273 right now, 266, pardon me. We've got S&P up 46. We have NASDAQ up 150. Oil is up 20 cents at the moment. There you go. Z Estate is thumbs up number 322. Cam, we're number 325. Thank you for these thumbs ups, everybody. Appreciate that. Helps put our channel on the map with YouTube. We love it. How does a stock get stuck at $3 for an hour? How is that possible? Come on, man. Free up Spire and SoFi and Matterport. Let's go. I'm with you there. We're at 1025 on Rocket Lab, up 24. SoFi, 1234, 1234, up 21 cents. GameStop, 116.73, up $1.10, $1.15. Matterport, 887, up 41. ME 502, up 13 cents. Spire, 301.5, up a half a penny. ATIP, 296, up 2 cents. Smart Rent, 859, up 16. Sixtera, 1176, up 11. AMC back over $17 to 1703, up 60 cents at the moment on 10.5 million volume. AMC volume light, but helping the upside at this point, holding the upside. Robinhood down 4 at 13.34 a share. VanEck is up 159, the ETF. SMH is the symbol. Home Depot up 454 to 365.98. IBM is up 94 cents to 137.96. Microsoft up 489 to 309.45. It's backed off a bit from the high of the day, which was almost 312. So it's given up a little bit of ground. Apple 175.27, still up 44, but it was as high as 176.65. Some of you may have written options today on that one at the high here. Goldman 373 right now, up 296. High of the day 374.67. That is a perfect candidate to look at writing poor man covered calls on. Cisco, $55.95, up 60 odd cents. Facebook up $5. Amazon up $11.80. Tesla up $11.50. Google up $39.65. Welcome one, welcome all to the show today. Nice to have you here. We're up 259 points on the Dow, giving up a little bit of ground on a bit of profit taking, but it's been a run. Credit Savage is saying to Zed, unless SoFi is 15.75 on March 18, I am winning. And if for some reason it moves to 16, I'll gladly buy up and I'll sell 17.5s or 20s for May. I still win. Exactly right. This is why option writers on this channel do what they do. We are talking about educating ourselves on how to write options and take advantage of shrinkage for time expiry and also doing rollovers when necessary. We are not afraid of a rising market, even though we've written call options against our stock. We're not afraid. There is no way and no reason not to look at rollovers if necessary. There's ways to make money in this market. 116.28 on GameStop. We're up 68 cents after that big start to 122.93 this morning. We have run out of gas here. Zed, Uncle Bruce, if you're in Europe, what happens to your channel? I'll be live from there. Instead of me being on the air at 5:30 my time in the Pacific, I will be live in the afternoon in Europe instead. So for you guys, it makes no difference that I'm on the air. It's just that I'm on the air from Europe. It's the afternoon for me rather than the first thing in the morning. I don't have to get up at 3 a.m. if I'm in Europe. That's the difference. Coyote, Uncle Bruce, how far in the money does it generally take before you get exercise prior to your expiration date? I'm guessing you would have to be pretty deep in the money. Am I right? No, Coyote, you're not right. There is no rule. There is no rhyme or reason to it from time to time. But I will say this. If you note and take a look at the option chain of all kinds of publicly traded companies, you will find that there is an open interest and there is trading on options that are way in the money and way out of the money. So just because a contract is in the money doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be instantly exercised. That is not the case at all. But in the last week of a contract's life, and in the last 24 hours in particular, that's where it gets dicey. That's when option holders might exercise or might want to sell out their options to cash in. So if you're a writer and you write a contract, say on GameStop, and you write a 105 contract, and the stock does what it's doing right now, it's 117, it's in the money, and it has until Friday. This is Wednesday. The odds are Friday afternoon it'll be exercised towards the end of the day or at the end of the day. But so you have between now and Friday afternoon to make your move to buy back your call and write another call. You can always do that. At the moment, though, I don't recommend anyone do that. If you've written 100s, 105s, 110s, I say chill and just let this market play itself out. It's had a nice little run from the 90s to the 122 range, almost 123 this morning. And now it's at 116.99. It's up $1.39 today. It's not running away on us. Had a little shot. It's backed off. It might even back down. It might back down to 105 in the next hour, hour and a half. Profit taking. We all know GameStop. $20 swings in one day are not unusual for this stock. And so you let it make its move, and you let it tell us where it wants to move to and from. And if you find that the shares back off to this 112 level, 110, 108, and you find that your contracts are coming down to a level that what you sold them for and you want to get out, buy them back, sit on the sidelines, see if the stock wants to pop back up again, write new ones. Maybe not for this Friday, maybe for next Friday. Totally up to you. But they don't generally get exercised right away, and they don't get exercised if they're deep in the money right away. Usually it's the last half of the day or at the end of the last day. There you go. Okay. DQ, busy day. See you all for the close. See you, DQ. Credit. Yep, Uncle Bruce has taught me to keep cool as a cucumber, and thus I have been tempered by volatility. These hedgies have merely adopted it. I live in it. I've been modeled by it. Let's so if I go to $50, bring it. Come on, let's go. Coyote, Cred Savage, 100%. Yzette, if Uncle Bruce goes to Europe, he'll probably put his channel in his pocket and travel with it. Can't wait to have a show where the backdrop is Rome or the Eiffel Tower. Exactly. Nazar, selling pressure almost done on GameStop. Let's see what happens in the next 30 minutes. 117.39 on GameStop right now, up 179. Wavy Gravy, DQ, adios. Thanks, brother. Coyote, 807,000 volume, less than 30 minutes on GameStop, higher than yesterday morning. Well, it had to move up, but now it's backing off. So we'll see. How is that possible? Europe has internet? Is that true? Lame duck. I'm on TD Ameritrade. Won't let me do poor man covered calls. Does anyone use someone that does? The first SoFi call I bought is up more than 100% from yesterday to a penny. Splair, you mean you can get it at 13 and start at 14:30, Uncle Bruce. You can get up at you can get up at 1 in the afternoon and start at 2:30 in the afternoon. There you go. There you go. British shilling. We even have running water over here in Europe. You should see it. The Blair, but Wednesday will be hard at 1 to 3. British shilling, amazing, says Gary. Lame. I thought you were already in Paris. There, that's right. You see the Eiffel Tower behind me. I'm already in Paris now. Of course, European time zone. Of course, that's right, says Blair. Isn't China a Paris copy too? Isn't it in China? There is another copy there. British, Gary, for that alone, it's worth the visit. There you go. Credit, Gary. I hear Europe can have internet. You can run two sticks together for a while until you see smoke. Just rub them together. Unless you're in Russia, where you can go to a Putin ATM and deposit 10,000 rubles. Beach Boys, thank you, Beach Boy. Uncle Bruce, stop egging GameStop, man. I want to see some serious shrinkage from my 95s and 100s. Have mercy on my soul. 117 right now, 117.72, up $2 on GameStop. Obi-Wan Kenobi, lame duck. They're probably called something else on Fidelity. Their calendar spreads. Fritz Keller, Matterport going for 9. Yay, Matterport 912, up 66. 1032 on Rocket Lab, SoFi 1253, Matterport 912, ME 506, Spire 303 and a half, ATIP $3 and a half, a penny, Smart Rent 864, and Sixter 1182. They're all moving up, and they're all trying to hit newer round numbers. That's nice to see finally. Let's go. Oh, man. A British shilling is saying to Credit Savage, clearly you have not come here. You need 4 sticks to rub together, not 2, my friend. You have no idea how we do things in Europe. Nice, says Bruce. So should I sell my SoFi 17 and a halves for March 18? What should I do? You know, it's all your call. I don't know if you'll get much in the way of premium right at this point. At this point in time, it might not be worth your while. 1252 on SoFi, writing 15s might be a better idea, but then again, doing nothing might be the idea. Just buying the stock here, buying $10 in the money calls for yourself for next year might be the better move. Totally up to you. Joe, Credit Suisse lowers Matterport's price target to 29 from 31. Updates earnings per shares estimates for earnout shares dilution beginning in February. Maintains an outperform rating. They dropped their price target by $2. Wow. Matterport 907 now. Got a ways to go to hit 29. I was thinking about you yesterday on that run, Beach Boy. How negative are you on 25 contracts? Dr. G, do you need to have enough cash or margin to buy them back, however? No. No, you don't need to have that kind. You don't have to have it. Keep in mind that if GameStop shares like right now 117, okay, 105s are $12 in the money right now, approximately. If you sold them for $5 and they're trading at 12 and you sold 5 of them, let's just pretend you did that. To do a rollover, if you were going to use now for the moment to do a rollover, you'd need to buy them back. Well, if you don't have enough cash to buy all 5 of them, you buy 1 back. So you buy 1 back, you turn around and you write 1 new one, maybe a 120 contract or 125 out a month or a month and a half or 2 months. If you can write a 120 for more money than it cost you to buy the 105, for example. So let's say you can bring in $17. You buy 1 back for 14, you sell 1 for 17. So you make that move. You now have $1,700 back in your account. Now you buy a second 1 back and then write the 117 again. Buy the third one, write the 117 again. You do this 5 times if necessary, or you have enough capital to buy 2, write 2. Now you have enough capital to buy 3, write the 3, and you're done. That's how you do rollovers. You can always do it. We're 118 on the stock on GameStop, 118.77, up 317. Nice to see it moving up. I know a lot of you don't write options, and so I'm just happy to see your stock going up in value on 900,000 shares. Go GameStop. Go higher. That'd be fine. 119 right now, up 340. Thank you very much. Keep in mind, it can move $5, $10 in 5 minutes without any reason, explanation whatsoever. And this afternoon, this stock could be trading at $100 a share and still close at 115. We never know how GameStop performs. 119.24 up 364. SoFi 1249 up 36. Rocket Lab 1038 up 37. Matterport 911 912 up 65. ME 505 up 17. Spire 303.50 up 2.5. ATIP $3 up 6 cents. Smart Rent 866 up 23, Sextera 1189 up 24, AMC 1724 up 81 cents, Robinhood up 27 cents to 1365. The Dow right now up 307 at the moment, and it looks like it's near its high of the day. Let's double check that. Just short of its high of the day by about 7 points. It's just setting a new high, Hence why we're getting more activity on our stocks. 119.52 on GameStop, up 392. DM is saying it's not profit taking, it's all in the algorithmics. The GameStop algo is roughly every 90 days it peaks on a program. February 11 to February 18 should be the big move. If it's pumping 218, write your covered calls. Beach Boy, Obi-Wan, try 50. Let's see. Oop for rich guy problems. Nick S. To do poor man cover calls, make sure you are approved for leaps. Joe, lame duck, you just need to upgrade to margin account, options level, including spreads. Aviator, you can do poor man cover calls on TD. You may need to ask for your account to be upgraded. Must have margin account. What's cooking, Wendy? I do poor man covered calls on TD. I can do it on TD. Lame duck. Yeah, I think they say vertical and diagonal is the poor man covered call. Zed Estate Beach Boy, amen to that comment. Adventure Duncan British, I have a doctor's appointment for my back. Dr. G, I'm with Beach Boy holding these 105s. British, with Duncan, we got your back. Credit Savage, British, I've been to Spain, Belgium, and Switzerland. They use 2 sticks over there, buddy. Actually, in Barcelona, we use 3. So you're right. The number of sticks changes with the geography. I got you. Uncle Bruce is a double agent, says Beach Boy. British is laughing. Let's see here. Joe N. Technically a long diagonal debit spread. Number 358. Thumbs up. Moonamoot, thank you so much. Uncle Bruce, I heard Rob is going to take a vacation to the Caribbean and he can't wait to make money while over there. It's definitely a trip. Wait till he's at the beach and buys to close a contract. It's a great feeling. Splayer, here in Germany, 4 sticks are mostly not enough. You have to be in the subway too, because the higher you are, the more horrible the Wi-Fi is, at least here in Dortmund. I thought you only needed 1 stick in Germany because it's more efficient. I don't know. Rubbing sticks together for fire. Credit. Splayer. See, I always thought you went under to the subway because of the wind factor. I'm clearly misguided. See, that's why I travel. Must learn these new knickknacks. Lame duck. Thanks, everyone. I'll check it out. Splayer, most stuff here is still made in China, so it's not really efficient. Splayer, yeah, but under the earth, the Wi-Fi from the phone is mostly better than somewhere upstairs. Oh, my God. Corsair's Gaming is finally running and honoring its earnings. How about that? Oh, my gosh. We are at a gain of 276 on the Dow. Thank you, all of you, for being here with us today. We're at 1041 on Rocket Lab, up 40 cents. SoFi at 1249, up 36. GameStop at 118.72, up 312. Matterport is at 908 now. We're up 62 cents. We've got ME at 503, up 15 cents. We have Spire at 304 now, up 3. ATIP at $3.50 pennies. $3.50 a penny, up 6.5 cents. Smart Rent, 866, up 23. And Sixtera, 1188, up 24 cents. So our former SPAC stocks are definitely improving here the last couple of days. About time. They were kind of way oversold. Is that the term? Like way oversold? Yeah. 270 gain on the Dow, 48-point gain on S&P. NASDAQ is up 175. The NASDAQ is up 1.25 percentage points. At GameStop up 1%. S&P up 1%, and Dow is up 0.75 percentage point so far today. The markets elsewhere, I'm showing the Russell 2000 up 25.5 points to be up 1.25 percentage points today. That is mirroring NASDAQ, which is also up 1.25% today. The VIX down 0.83. The fear index is at 20.61. It's not like super low, but it's a lot better than the 30s that we were at last week. So we're definitely having more positive vibes coming into the market, more comfort coming into the market. And it is the NASDAQ high growth area that is definitely leading the way. The Russell 2000s, which really got beat up, is also coming along as well, and that's leading to a lower fear index at this point in time. Very good. Let's see what happens. Yeah, what's going on? The Peloton, the new CEO wants to be the great comeback story, says an internal email. They want to be the great comeback story. Well, that's what they're going to have to be because they've come down a long way from the top. SEC Chair Gary Gensler wants to know more about what hedge funds and private equity is doing. I can only agree with that. I am totally on board a comment like that. I would love to see much more disclosure, especially on short sales, without any question whatsoever. I would really like to see short sale rules opened up. Who is shorting and how much at what price? I think that would be fair, much more fair. Anyway, we're going to see how that goes. Lots of news to come out of the SEC about proposed rule changes. We'll see how that all comes out in the end. Time will tell. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It's great to have you here. We're showing the Dow up 271 right now. Rocket Lab at 1038, up 37 cents. SoFi at 1247, up 34. GameStop at 117.80, up 220 a share. High of the day on GameStop, 122.93. That was early this morning. The low trade, 113 on GameStop. Matterport, 895, up 49. ME at 503. Spire at 301 and a half a penny. ATIP at $3. Smart Rent, 859. Sixter, 1188. We got AMC at 1696, just below 17 for a second time. A little profit taking coming in. We'll follow these markets and see how they hold up and how well they do. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let's go. Let's follow that right now. Where are we at with that one? Peloton right now, 35.81, down $1.46. Let me double check my accuracy on this. 37.25, sorry, down a penny on Peloton. We're actually not as off as far as we thought. We're at 37.25 on Peloton. ARC Innovation up $2 to 74.40. Tesla up 4.88. Cisco up 56. Goldman up 4.62. Apple up 75 cents right now. We've got comments coming through here. And I can't believe I've learned so much about option writing by way of Seinfeld shrinkage references. There you go. Credit Savage, my puts on Royal Caribbean are in the red. Why the face? Their numbers were horrendous. They're bleeding money. Good thing that these puts expire in late March. I'm thinking that when it drops, it will drop. Again, I keep saying to you folks, if you're going to play puts on Royal Caribbean, you got to go way out in time. You cannot be short term. You got to be way out, and you've got to be at or near the money. You really have to get instant reaction for your contracts. Do not get caught being way out of the money. Not the way to go on Royal Caribbean. The shares of Royal Caribbean right now are trading at 88.23, up 202. Ridiculous, just absolutely ridiculous. But that's what it is. That is the craziness of those shares. Just insanity. We're up 290 on the Dow. We're up 37 on Rocket Lab, 36 on SoFi. GameStop 117.04, up 144. GameStop has given up some ground. We hit the high today of 122.93 in the first 15 minutes of the day. We backed off. Then we hit a second high, but we couldn't break the first high. We only got up to about 119.40 on the second go around. Now we're back to 117.10, backing off again. So we'll see if GameStop is going to hit a series of lower highs and lower lows as the day goes on. I don't know. We'll see. GameStop volume now should be about, and it is 1,029,000 so far. 117.10, up 150 on GameStop. All righty. We'll take $29 on Matterport, says NTPC. Let's go with that. Well, we'll see what happens. The Dow up 292, GameStop at 117.10. At the moment, we're at 50-point gain on S&P and a 160-point gain on NASDAQ, but they're backing off a little bit, not a lot, but just a titch. To be expected, we've had a good opening this morning, and we ran pretty high last night too. So we've had two solid days of gains on the Dow and these indexes. There might be a bit of a catching our breath routine here. 117.06 on GameStop now. Now 116.94 on GameStop. So we're breaking the 117 barrier again. Okay. What else is going on? The Credit Savage, Uncle Bruce, they were in the money then. Laugh out loud, but it's okay. I just dipped my toe in the water with these Royal Caribbean puts. Something tells me the company is a shell for money laundering. Ben, wow, I am green everywhere. The one red I see are positions I sold out of yesterday. Damn, that feels good after all this pain. Nice is laughing out loud. We love them. We love a good market for sure. We're up 281 on the Dow now. The high on the Dow was 35,776. We're at 745. We're only off 30 points from the high of the day here. We have not backed off much at all on these markets so far today. We'll see if this changes, if it adjusts or not. And the GameStop right now, 117.04, up 144 a share at the moment. Okay, Matterport unfortunately has given up the $9 level. We did get to 916 on Matterport about a half an hour ago. We're now at 876, still up 30 cents on 4.18 million, but we are under that level. It'll be interesting to see if GameStop and other shares do the same kind of a pattern. We had a good start, and now we're getting some profit taking. We'll see if that continues elsewhere. Okay. Let's go. I can't wait for Spire to get to $6. I hear you there, man. Mentax, that would be great. We're at 3 now, 3 to go. ATIP 299.5. Smart Rent 854, backing up a bit. Sixtera 1189, up 24 cents. AMC at 1693, backing up a little from its highs. The highs were 1750 on AMC today. That was first 15 minutes. We've walked away from that. We're at 1693. We're up 50 cents, but we are at the lower level of our day since topping out early this morning. 14.7 million right now. We'll see what kind of profit taking will come in on AMC, if much of any. The Dow now pushing a 250 gain, backing up a little bit here. GameStop 117.35, up 175. The S&P was up 60 points. It's now 45. NASDAQ was up, I think, over 200. It's now up 147. We'll watch that, as we always do. These ebb and these flows. When is the next Fed shakedown? That I don't know, my friend. Minutes eventually will be released. Meetings will be had. We'll see. Oh, my. I hear commotion. I'm hearing commotion. There be some motion. Motion and commotion. Auntie Jen is coming in.
The door.
Hi, that's right. How you doing?
Oh, 117. Hi, look at that.
Hit 123 this morning. 122.93 for a nanosecond. Couldn't hold it though. Now it's back here. It's now kind of running into a bit of a resistance level. By the way, we've had such a good opening everywhere. We're getting a little, consolidation right now.
A breath.
Calm down in the second hour. Okay, we're gonna calm down and be more analytical and see how the rest of the day goes.
Calm down, Chester. We got a whole day. That's right.
That's right, Chester. Calm the hell down.
You're still phlegmy this morning.
I'm phlegmy. I'm working hard, but I'm phlegmy.
Love
that grapefruit.
Just put you in a bag, I guess.
Oh no.
Boy in a bubble.
Bubble boy.
Moop.
Moors. Moops.
It says moops. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Moops. Moors. Moops. Good morning, Jen from Larry. Moops.
Yeah. Good morning, one and all.
Man.
How are we for a Wednesday overall? Feeling spunky? You out there? You ready, Rocky? Did you climb out to the top of the steps? You ready to take them on?
No, I'm not that spunky. I'm here.
Yeah.
Beach boy. Moops.
Moops.
Moors. Moops.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's moops. Again, a classic.
Classic episode of Seinfeld. Oh my gosh.
I don't know. Are the new movies, because we don't go see new movies,
No.
they're not aimed at us. Are they as quotable as these old movies were? I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe my channel is made up of a demographic that is of a little older nature.
Like us, the movies aren't aimed at us? Is it?
Yeah, maybe that's it.
Maybe that's it. Yes. But you look at like Ghostbusters and the Die Hards, and they're just Jaws. We're gonna need a bigger boat. They're just so quotable.
Yeah, I agree.
And watching the Olympics, the one female speed skater, actually, there's two sisters. Name is Takaki.
Takagi. The Takagi sisters.
And you're like, oh my God, I can't get that out of my brain.
Mr. Takagi.
Takagi.
I'd love to talk about suits and models all day long. But we have a series of questions for you, more like fill in the blank questions, Mr. Takagi. Beach Boy, happy Festivus, Jen.
Festivus for the rest of us.
That's right. A24 Studio makes great artsy films, says Coyote. Nice is saying Casablanca. Screw that. Karim, who told you to use the bomb? Did I tell you to use a bomb? I didn't tell you to use a bomb. Ridiculous. Oh, Coyote, their Facebook page is wonderful. Laughing out loud. Joanne, 300 Marvel movies with the same script aren't quotable?
Yeah.
What?
What?
No. Shoot or don't shoot, don't talk. Shoot or don't shoot, don't talk.
Okay.
Shoot. I don't know. Shoot the glass.
Or don't shoot.
Yes.
Shoot her. Shoot her. Jurassic Park.
What's your name? Clay. Bill Clay.
Yeah, pretty good with that accent there,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love that movie. Jackie was a good character, says Bobby, the lawyer. Jackie. Ooh, Jackie, we're going to be rich. You can say that again, my friend. Bomb? I did tell you to use the bomb. You use the bomb? I did tell you to use the bomb. Don't use the bomb.
Yesterday on the crossword puzzle, the clue was last line of Seinfeld.
Last line of Seinfeld.
Yeah.
Mm.
Well, guess I'll see y'all in the. And then you had to fill in the blank of what that was the crossword word.
Oh.
Very last line.
The very last word of the original episode series when they were in the jail cell.
Yeah. They're all leaving and
well, they're sitting in the jail cell.
Someone says, well, I guess I'll see you in the cafeteria.
The cafeteria?
Yeah. I have no idea.
I have no idea. Okay.
Yeah. It was weird. I didn't know it. I had to get a lot of letters filled in and then just guess at the word.
Bobby Atkinson, your face is our case. Your face is our case.
I love it when Kramer was the underwear salesman.
Latex salesman.
And you want to be our latex.
Oh, man. God.
I have a Vandalay Industries t-shirt.
Yes, that's true. Jen does have a Vandalay Industries t-shirt. That's true.
And you wanted to be my latex.
And you wanted to be my latex salesman. I don't think so.
Good old George. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what's it going to be today?
Well, we have another problem on our hands.
Again, we keep running out on Tuesdays.
We ran out of bagels, and I went to Sherman's Deli to get some bagels, and they're closed on Tuesdays. So then I went to Bristol Farms next door to try to get a bagel. They were out of sesame seed bagels. Then I went to Albertsons to see if they had any bagels. They had no bagels whatsoever except the prepackaged bagels that are made by some bakery in some industrial warehouse somewhere that I wouldn't touch with a 10-foot cattle prod. And, of course, nothing to do with sesame seed bagels. So we have no bagels.
So I can cut the bread to make it look like a bagel.
Oh, my gosh. What do we do now? What are we going to do? No bagels. Oh, my gosh.
I know.
And
it's not Toast Thursday.
It's
Whoops Wednesday.
It's Whoops Wednesday. Oh no! So I'll tell you. Here we go. See Bobby saying, "Make a hole in the toast." It was too much bread last time.
That's right.
Carol's going, "No, Beach Boy, coffee table book." There he goes. Scott, more toast. What will the markets do now? More toast.
I know.
So there, 116.76 on GameStop. We're dropping on GameStop right now. But then that's a good thing because we've got options out there. What's that? Crackets? A broker. Can you spare a square? Just one square, not even a ply. That's it. The market is in an official crash mode without a bagel, says Dave. My mom said, whoops, Wednesday when I was born. Vapor Rub, Lender's refrigerated bagels come in clutch. Come in the clutch. Carol, pancakes, Beach Boy, the Credit Savage, Credit Coach. Yep, there you go. So what should we do? Well, I'm just thinking we've got the.
I could cut the crust off.
We've got that 9-grain bread
yes.
that I bought. Why don't we have that lightly toasted?
Okay.
And we'll just have a fried egg sandwich with a slab of ham on it, but no cheese.
No cheese, just ham.
Just slab of ham, a couple slabs of ham, and
Did
the
you
eggs.
want like a light flavoring of mustard on that?
No, ketchup on the side. I'll dip it. Okay. We could maybe do that.
I'll see what we can do.
Okay, we'll figure it out. Toast will bring GameStop in range to buy it back. Golden Toast membership level, 9 grains, says Dave. How about crepes, Dave? You only need one barley. No soap for you. No soup for you. Next, slam the gam. Bam, slam a ham. Well, we'll see what happens. We'll hope for the best. The Dow is up 265, but not at all-time highs at this point. We're at 1049 on Rocket Lab, up 48 cents. We're pushing the highs there on Rocket Lab. The high of the day is 1053, 576,000 volume. That's not too shabby. Look at the SoFi, 1266, pushing the high of the day around of 1267. 15.7 million, up 52 cents. Go SoFi, go. GameStop 117.22, up 162. Matterport back to 890, a little improvement. We're on 4.8 million. We're up 44, so that's a little better on 890 for Matterport. ME 504. 504, high of the day 508. Come on, ME 362,000. We have Spire at 298.5, down 2.5 cents. We have ATIP now at 302.5. Look at that. The high of the day of 303, 197,000. We're up 8.5 cents with ATIP. ATIP is 302, Spire 298. The two are going at each other here. Go higher, both of you guys. Smart Rent 864, up 21. The high of the day 867, 30,000 volume. Sixtera 1192, up 27 cents. The high of the day 1190. This is the high of the day 1192 on 14,800. So 1192 on Sixtera. That's great. AMC 1719, back over 17. Robinhood 1364, up 26 as well. We're up 3 on Vanek Vectors. Home Depot up $5. IBM up 56 cents. Microsoft up $3.59. Apple up 92 cents. Goldman up $4.11. 374.21. Cisco is up now 37 cents. Facebook up 5.42. Amazon up 12.60. Tesla up $6. Google up 52.87. Those are the markets there. With a 273 gain right now on the Dow Jones. The only stock that's in the red is Spire, 295 right now. It just dropped quickly. Spire just took a dump, sitting at 304 10 minutes ago. That was sitting at 299.5. Now it's at 295 on Spire, down 6 cents, 296.5 now, coming back a bit. 115,000 shares traded. There must have been a seller come in here. I don't know what it is. 296.5 on Spire, down 4.5 cents. We'll watch that as we always do. Interesting. 23andMe 504, Matterport 895, GameStop 117.65, up 205. SoFi 1270, up 56, and 1047 on Rocket Lab. Looks like SoFi wants to go to 13. Ham over bacon. Why the face? Bobby Atkinson, yum crepes. Joe, I would be largely mute if I was allowed to quote Sandler or Dirty Harry movies. Makes no sense as Nice. Nazareth Nice he's a Canadian. Ham is bacon. Bleach Creature. I have Vandala Industries and Mendelbaum's Gym. It's go time t-shirts. It's go time. Mendelbaum's. Beach Boy. Go ahead, make my day. Precious Frank. What is that? Precious. I don't know. PF is here. There's been a run on bagels. Coyote, nothing Spire does shocks me anymore. Got to take those 304 profits, I guess. Alex, Apple looking strong with the rest of the market. Lame duck, could get your lesson number 5 sent you an email. Please send me a link later when you get the time. Yes, if any of you are picking up any of my classes on my website, if you have any issues trying to watch the classes, the links don't work properly, send me a private email. I'll make sure to get you a link. We'll take care of you. Not a problem. Bruce, you're no longer cool since you haven't had bacon in 8 years. You're blocked. Facetious PF, you got to get a new name, man. That's hard for me. That's hard work. I don't know if I can do that. I love you though. Where are we at now? Spire, 295.5, down 4.5, 296.5 on Spire, 296.5 now on Spire, down 4.5 cents. So still jumping around down there. GameStop 117.90 up 230. The Dow is up 300 points again on a little rally, another little rally. There you go. Rock and roll. 117.77 on GameStop. Rocket Lab 1047. SoFi 1270. Matterport 895. ME 505. Spire 297.5 on Spire. A little improvement coming through here. Nice. Facetious. Mr. Dr. Da-dee-doo. Facetious. Hector. Facetious. Nice. Min's better. Nice. You must have been a beautiful baby. Laughing out loud. Mine's better. Sorry. UP. Beachway Sunday. Uncle Bruce, is Sunday 2 p.m. okay for a one-on-one? I think so. Yes, I think we're open for you. Uncle B, facetious, lame duck. That's one to know. One guy. Who's best? I don't know. Facetious. Oh my God! It used to be a lot easier when I was younger. Not that easy anymore. 1274 on SoFi, up 60. 1274, high of the day on SoFi right now, up 60 cents. 16.98 million. Looking good on SoFi today. Rocket Lab 1050. We couldn't break $10 all day yesterday. We couldn't do it. It took till the end to actually do it. We're 1050 now. Just like that. 1050 on Rocket Lab. Matterport 896. 118.56 on GameStop, up 296. ME 506, up 18. Spire 297.5, up down 3.5 cents now, 297.5. ATIP 302.5. Smart Rent 865 and 1192 on Sextera, climbing 1738 on AMC, up 95 cents. The Dow up 310. We're up 56 on S&P, 205 on Nasdaq. Not a big sell wave yet all day. We have not had one now since earlier yesterday. We will watch and see if a sell wave comes through. They will eventually show up. They always do. But we're up 310 on the Dow right now. All right. Feels like the market got a steroid booster this morning. That's right. Market money coming into growth stocks. That's why all these stocks are up that we're following. They're all moving. They're all getting money coming in here. They're all getting buyers going. There's deals here. I'm picking up these bargains. I'm scooping up this cheap stock. This Rocket Lab used to be 15. It's 1048. This SoFi was 24 twice. It's 1272. I'm buying it. Matterport 899. Are you kidding me? It was 30, 35, 37. I'm buying this at 898. ME 508. It was 12, 14 the other month. Are you kidding me? Spire 297.5. $15 stock. Ridiculous. ATIP, easy $10, $12 market here. Easy triple. Smart Rent, 865, 15.20 a share, easily had. Sixter, 11.92, keeps coming on. The all-time high, $12. Hang on a second, $12 and 79 cents, all-time high. We're within 80 odd cents, 80 something cents of a new high, all-time for Sixtera. Not bad. We're up 304 on the Dow, 304 right now. SoFi's moving up nicely, says Auntie. Yes, it is, 1270. Mr. Doctor, SoFi needs to hit 13 and then just go. Woohoo! Stink bid hit on my TWTR put. Rock and roll. There you go. 1047 on that Rocket Lab, 1268 on SoFi, 1818 on GameStop, up 258. Matterport 899. We're coming back to 9 again on that Matterport. We dropped off briefly to about 876, and we're now at $9 on Matterport for the second time today. We're back to 9, up 53 cents. ME 510, new high. We're climbing a new high on ME 510, 511 on 438,000. Here goes ME. Spire 297. Let's go. ATIP 302. Pushing the 303 high around. Let's go, baby. Yes, yes, yes. Smart Rent at 2 cents away from the high of the day. And Sixtera is at its high of the day, 1190. It's right there. Very interesting markets. We're up 294 on the Dow, 293. GameStop 117.71. We're jumping around an awful lot here on these markets right now. We are jumping. Oh, Miss Jen, here we are. Ooh, wowie. Thank you.
Just went out and started making it, and then I thought, oh, I wonder if I should have waited.
No, I'm ready. Multi-grain bread, ham and cheese with ketchup to dip in.
With ketchup.
Ooh, we got dip and ketchup.
We got napkin.
We
Good.
got nappies.
Oh, back up to 117. They heard about the egg, so they were feeling it.
Well, there it is. Yeah, we're jumping between 17, 18, 16.
When did you start doing that? Because I don't think your mother had a bottle of ketchup in her house. When did you start dipping eggs?
No, we always had ketchup in the house.
Okay.
Yeah. And it would be with bacon and eggs.
Did your father do it? Is that why you do it?
I don't think my dad did ketchup on bacon and eggs. I did. Sisters, probably my mom.
Okay.
Um,
I have a brother who puts ketchup on, like ketchup. He puts ketchup on everything. Yeah. Used to drive my mother crazy.
In our house, when I was a child, growing up, we had hot German mustard, Zemph. We call it Zemph, Z-E-M-P-H.
ZEMF.
Oh, yeah, Zemph, Z-E-M-F, Zemph, yeah. I'm thinking P-H. And that would be bought at the German deli with German writing on it. But this is the 60s, and nowadays it has to be Canadian, bilingual, French, English.
Yeah.
And then horseradish. There was always horseradish in the house.
Yeah, yeah. Yes, we always had horseradish. We on the prairies you can grow horseradish,
Right.
so we would have like fresh horseradish that would just take the membranes right out of your nose.
My dad
So
liked
good.
it. My dad loved a good horseradish with his.
Yeah.
He used to buy. They would buy a picnic. My dad would buy a picnic, which is a cheap cut of pork, huge 10 pounder.
Big ham with the bone in it.
Yeah, big ham with the bone in it, and we'd have relatives come over, and the vodka would be on the table, ice cold from the freezer. The big picnic would be in the middle of the table on a cutting block, like a wood cut block, and the sharp butcher's knife on there with that butcher's fork that a long time.
The long one.
Yeah. And then there would be German rye bread, and there would be schmaltz. Do you know what schmaltz is, any of you folks? Schmaltz is pork droppings.
The renderings.
The renderings.
From your pork.
And you put that in the fridge, and it turns white. It's a solid, it's like a butter, but it ain't butter. It's pork droppings.
But you use it in the place of butter.
Mm-hmm.
Or like with in cooking. You put some of that in instead of lard or oil in like a spice cake. So good.
Oh wow, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So my dad would have all that on the table, and the men particularly loved this. And this also explained why European men didn't live as long as European women, because European men would pull out the cigarettes and sit around the table with the ashtray, because I remember that too. The ashtrays would be going, and the stories would start to fly. And out comes here's this picnic, the horseradish, the rye bread, the schmaltz,
slice, drink, talk.
And the vodka, and it's shot, one shot, and then it's let's slice off, and each guy would slice off some picnic, and everybody had their own way. There were those who would slice off paper thin slices of the picnic, and there were others who just took off big chunks.
Yeah,
and it varied from everything in between. When the women would be having cocktails in the living room with
fancy appetizers,
with aperitifs, like little finger sandwiches.
Yes.
And then in the afternoon, later on, the coffee would be fired up.
Right. Because everybody was getting ready for a nap.
Because what would happen is these relatives would have to leave eventually, and the guys would have to drive home after having these 7 shots of vodka, get the coffee going and sober them up. This is the 60s.
Oh.
And so the coffee would be going, and the cake would come out, and the women would have cake and coffee in the living room, and the guys would still be drinking the odd shot, but most of them would be going to the coffee now, having maybe some cake, maybe not.
Yeah.
And European women always outlived the men. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And then they would talk about the men for the rest of their lives. Those bums.
Them bums. Okay, so to your food, honey. To your food.
Thank you, Jennifer. We're trying to get through it.
We'll make it.
117.08 on GameStop. The Dow's up 297. S&P's up 51. Nasdaq is up 181 right now. Oil up $1.10. Oil is back to 90.46. 17.05 on GameStop, hanging on 117 right now. Yeah, the old Zenf. Oh man, I loved it. Zenf, yeah, Zen. Didn't put ketchup on pancakes. Oh no. Dr. Walter Bishop. Good morning, everybody. GameStop 3. Way to go. I'm thumbs up number 391. I'm late to the party today. Hope everyone is doing well. Did I miss anything? Ketchup is only good on nothing, says Dave. He is such a weirdo. Bruce is talking about ham, so I guess I didn't miss anything. Chicken renderings. I love that Zenf mustard in Poland. By the way, we call it mustarda. Wow. Nick is saying, Uncle Bruce, I'm a vegetarian. Please do not talk about eating animals. There you go. I can eat bagels with that. It's a splair. Mirko, schmaltz in the wintertime is great. You guys are crazy. Ketchup on everything. Heinz just washed your brains. Only 7 shots is nice. I don't like ketchup on everything, too. Hopefully I understand you right. Auntie Bruce, you are eating brown bread again. Do you remember what happened the last time? Beans on what now? Yeah, splair ketchup with mac and cheese is just crazy. Oh, that's outrageous. That's outrageous. Yeah, there you go. In any event, it is what it is. We are what we are. We eat what we eat, and we move on. Dow's up 307. Thank you all for being here today. I grew up eating ketchup sandwiches. Thank you all for patiently waiting for me to eat my breakfast. Trying to get it done. Mm, fabulous. Yo, we're up 311 on the Dow. We have not had we have not had any kind of a sell program on the Dow today. We have been up from the beginning, and we've continued to hold it or slightly go up. The high right now is being set at 319 for the high of the day. 35,782 is the high of the Dow. We've got the S&P up 53, and we have NASDAQ up 182 at the moment. Mm. Mm. Bobby, someone just walked by me at work. You watch a person eat a sandwich on your computer? Yeah, every day. Every day. Thank you, everybody, for being here. 317 gain on the Dow. Like I say, we're pretty well at the high of the day here. The Rocket Lab shares are at 10.44, up 43 cents. SoFi at 12.62, up 49. GameStop 117.33, high of the day 122.93. So we have been $5.60 higher than this, and that was right on the opening, and we haven't recovered it since. We're now 117.33. Matterport 896, ME 505, Spire 301, ATIP 303.5. SmartRent 860 and Cyxtera 1188. The AMC is holding a $17 price, 17.34 now on AMC. The volume on AMC today, 19.5 million, which is average, but not stunningly incredible. But it is better than the last little while. It's improved a bit. Hence, the stock is up 93 cents right now. Robinhood holding a 43-cent gain to 1380. VanEck, the ETF, SMH is up 410 to 282. Home Depot was up 439. IBM up a buck at 138, 138.07. Microsoft up 369. That's not the high of the day, though. It is at 308 right now, but the high was 311.93. So we were significantly higher on Microsoft. This actually is weaker, looking at the chart. Now, Apple up 70 cents, but that's not good either. We were as high as 176.65, and opportunities this morning were here to write options. We're now only up 70 cents on Apple. We are backing up. So I see some cracks in the armor here and there beginning to show on this unified up move. So we may run into some selling here. Goldman is still up 533. It's up to 375. Cisco is up 68 to 5602, looking good. Facebook though has backed off. It's up to 483 at the 225 mark. But at 225, this is now 250 off the high of the day. So that also has backed up a bit. Amazon was as high as 32.76, $3,276. We're now at 32.34, $42 pullback, up $6, but $42 pullback. This is also telling me that the NASDAQ, S&P 500, Dow thing, we got to watch this. There might be some selling coming in here in the not too distant future for some midday profit taking, which might already be happening on some of these guys. They're sort of forecasting it. Tesla's backed off. It's right now at 927. The high was 946. And Google got to 2843. It's at 2828. It's backing off a bit. Still at $44, but it is backing off a bit there. Royal Caribbean up 177 at 88.05. It was even higher than that, 89.56. Unbelievable on Royal Caribbean. Just insanity. Walmart's backing off too. It's up 9 cents, but only 9 cents on Walmart. 138.08. It was at 138.78 earlier, so it's given up some ground here. We'll watch. We'll of course watch all this as we are apt to do. 318 is the gain on the Dow. We are 10 points away from the high of the day. It is not showing any weakness at this point. It's showing strength. But other stocks are beginning to indicate a bit of just a little bit of pullback from those highs. We're at 51 on the S&P, and I know we were higher than that. And the Nasdaq's up 181, and we were higher than that too. So the Dow is hitting the highs, but not the other guys. Over at the Russell, we're still up 31.6, which is a 1.5% gain. It is the winner, no question about it. The VIX is still looking better. It's down 1 point at 20.39. The fear index looks good at this point in time. Okay. See what's going on here. Okay, that is the latest on these markets. Welcome one, welcome all to the show. Nice to see you all here. I'm glad you're around. Why is everything up but Spire? Poor Spire, says Mama Babe. Let's go. Sean and Wendy says, God has many say, Bobby, Lavina, that is how we lose weight. Watching Uncle Bruce eat. He keeps our markets up and us calm. Let's see. What else is going on? We're right now at 118.30 on GameStop, up 270. The Dow now up 333.66, high of the day. Rocket Lab at 1046, up 44. SoFi is at 1266, up 52. They're not at their highs. Matterport 897, not near the high. ME now 507, just below the high. Spire 302, just below its highs. ATIP might be at the high of the day, 303.5. We're just about there, 304. 222,000. So ATIP has improved, definitely, up 9.5 cents. Spire's at 302. ATIP at 303. They're both over 3 at the same time, and they're both climbing together today. They're both going up. Keep it going, you guys. Smart Rent 863 up 26. Xterra 1189 up 24 cents. So we have some positive movements there at the moment. Green all over the place right now. Anyway, there you have it. Lots of folks talking to each other. Love that. Thank you all for joining me. We've got today 402 thumbs ups, and I thank you for all of that support. That is absolutely fabulous. Great of you to do that. Thank you, all of you who are being offered the opportunity to renew your membership on this channel. And those of you taking advantage of it, thank you for renewing your membership. Those of you who are upgrading to gold bagel status, that's right up here. Thank you for that. We do appreciate that very much. And we hope you're enjoying the added perks that gold bagel members have on this channel. That's fabulous. Starting off with the trading alert, the alert that I put out every morning around 7:30, 7:45 in the morning is usually when I pop out that alert for Gold Bagel members with a bunch of trading suggestions to look at. And then we start at 8:30 in the morning for everybody else. And we do the 3 o'clock show in the afternoon, of course. This evening, I should say, at 8 o'clock Eastern tonight, prime time, Uncle Bruce, prime time. We're on the air on this channel for Gold Bagel members. It's the live weekly Q&A where you can ask me whatever you want to talk to me about, but options trading, stock information, whatever we can cover together. We do appreciate it. I do enjoy that show. It's a very relaxed time. And for gold members, gold bagel members, I should say, the gold bagel family, they come on in and we get to hang out and review where we're at and what's happening and what we think might go on Thursday and Friday. So get a chance, join us tonight. If you're a Gold Bagel family member, come on and join us. If you're not, become a Gold Bagel family member immediately. And you will get the link later today of that live show tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And of course, you can watch the rerun anytime you want as a Gold Bagel member. You can always watch the rerun of those shows. Catch them at a later time. We're up 335 on the Dow. We're at 1046 on Rocket Lab, 1270 on SoFi. A little improvement here. GameStop now 119, up 340. Matterport 903. ME 508. Spire 302.5. HIP 303.5. SmartRent 867 and Sextera 1189. AMC up $1.30, 1773. Very good. Robinhood up 52 cents, 13.90. So we've got green here all over the place with a 337 gain on the Dow. Don't forget to check out my website, stockmarketswithbruce.ca. Look for classes there on how to write options, how options work, why they move the way they move, how they expire, psychological impacts, and poor man covered calls and all kinds of stuff to watch there. 11 classes at your for your leisure, for your viewing pleasure, anytime you like. And those of you who are interested in one-on-one sessions, send me a private email and say, Bruce, I'd like to talk to you about a one-on-one session. Please let me know when we can have one here. We'll set you up, and would love to have you join that. So that would be fantastic, guys. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Okay, where are we at now? So much going on here. Thank you for being here. We are plugging away here on 402 thumbs ups now. Thank you for that. That is a fabulous number now already. 402 thumbs ups on this show. I thank you. Now 407, hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you, guys. Every thumbs up helps us with the analytics over at YouTube's headquarters. They will promote the show to others to come on, get them over here, and then they'll find out all about your favorite stocks. And you never know, they might become shareholders of your favorite stocks. That's a good thing. I can't complain about that. Thank you all for your support already. This is good stuff. Coyote is saying, Uncle Bruce, I wanted to say that the cat we rescued in December had his final surgery on Monday. All is well. And I wanted to point out that I paid for the surgeries entirely with profit made from covered call writing you taught us. That is awesome. Helping out the felines. Frumbler is going, neat, neat, neat. That is good stuff. Good job, Coyote, says Frumbler. Coyote says, thank you. Jennifer, that is awesome, Coyote. Karim, did you see several ski jump athletes were disqualified from the Olympics because of baggy uniforms, and they hadn't even been fed properly? I'm just almost not watching the Olympics at all. Like, I'm virtually not watching it. Maybe that's why the uniforms were baggy. They're not fed enough, says Gary. Lame, I take my lab in Thursday, $2,500. Oh my gosh, Nick. Manipulation at its best on Peloton. Lame duck, bad knee. Auntie, good job. Gee, Austin, are we going to have a $1 move on SoFi? Well, it's up 60. Dave, the Matt guy, my dog's $5,000 knee surgery was also paid for by Uncle Bruce's teachings. Isn't that fabulous? I'm really happy to hear that. That's really good stuff. Way to go, you guys. Well done, one and all. We're up 329 on the Dow Jones right now. Rocket Lab's at 1049, up 48. We've got SoFi at 1274, up 70. The high of the day is at 1277. So we're moving in on the high of the day on SoFi on 20,800,000. GameStop 119.12. Matterport is 908. ME 508. Spire 303. ATIP 304. Smart Rent 871 and Sextera 1191. These stocks are going up. AMC broke 1808 on AMC. The low was the opening of 1614. That was the low today. It's now 1808 on 23.4 million. So AMC is definitely affecting the pricing of GameStop, as it usually does. One affects the other. GameStop 119.14 up 354. So that's what's happening right there. Dave McPeters, respect Coyote. Coyote, that is so awesome. Dave, the Mac guy, Zed, Coyote, covered calls, cat calls. There you go. Sean and Wendy, Coyote, hope you feel better. Congrats, you getting better. Money well spent. I think Sean and Wendy, it's not Coyote getting the operation. It's the cat. It's their cat. It's all good. And Coyote's laughing out loud. It's all good, and everyone is feeling better, and I love it. I think it's fantastic. 119.22 on GameStop, up 361. The Dow up 332. S&P now up 58. NASDAQ up 224. Oil up 51 cents a barrel at the moment. Rocket Lab back to 1050. Now back to 1050. SoFi holding 1274. Matterport up to 911 a share. That is still 5 cents from the high, but we're moving higher. Now 912, 4 cents away from the high today. 5.8 million on Matterport. It's coming on here. ME at 509. The high of the day 511, 536,000. Spire at 304. High of the day 304 on 193,000. We are there. Let's go. 304 on ATIP, and that is the high of the day. 304 and a half here, 229. ATIP, both Aspire and ATIP at 304 together, going higher. Twin stocks, twin pricing on these guys. Go, you guys. Smart Rent 871. The high today, 871, 48,000. And Sextera 1191. That's the high. The high of the day on Sextera. 335 for the Dow. Let's go. Thank you, Sean and Wendy, says Coyote. Coyote, SoFi inching its way to my break even. Nice to see again. Jennifer, happy to hear that. Hope your pup is doing well, Dave the Mac guy. Sean and Wendy. Oh, thanks, Uncle Bruce, for clarifying. You got it, guys. Yeah, it's all going to good places. These profits being made from covered call writing are taking care of really positive things. I couldn't be happier. I cannot be more pleased. I am, I love it when someone sends me an email and they say, I had a one-on-one with you, Uncle Bruce, 2 weeks ago. I had a one-on-one with you, and I started writing call options after I talked to you. I had been doing your classes, and I'm making money doing this. I've never done this before. I never knew it existed. I had no idea it could be this lucrative. Thank you so much. This is just a life and game changer, and I am just beyond thrilled because so many of you out there have been just wallowing away in the markets trying to find a way to make money, and you've been following all these so-called experts on television and looking at all these these postings out there and going all everywhere, reading up on everything you can, and you're just trying to find a winning stock trade, and you end up getting caught in the hype of a promotion where you're coming in late. You're the last kid in, the last guy into a hot market. And within minutes, hours, and days of buying into whatever stocks you're buying, they collapse. And I'm so pleased that so many of you have now discovered the existence of margin call or option call writing call options on stock. So many of you have got stock that you've been sitting on forever. You own stock in companies. You've had them in your accounts for years, and you're now starting to write options on these stock to get some money for holding them. It's like charging the stock rent. It's what you're doing. You're charging rent to hold it, and why not? You're so kind. Hold it for free. Don't be a charity. Get going. This is beautiful. Dave, Jennifer Smith, thank you. The surgeon was back in November. He was just given a 100% bill of health, clean bill of health. Coyote, it really is a life-changing education, says Coyote. Jennifer, yay, Dave, the Mac guy. Robert Schuler, Uncle Bruce, I became a member in 2020. I bought a new phone last year and I can't chat anymore. I try to join again, but it says I'm already subscribed. Why the face? What do I do? I bought a new phone last year. I can't chat anymore. I try to join again. Um, okay. So, does anyone have any advice for Robert? Because I think the situation is that Robert is on a new phone with maybe he's on whatever platform he's on, the internet platform. Here we go. We got a Lobo Blast coming your way, Coyote coming your way with answers. Robert, I hope this works. Alex, White House last minute COVID-19 response briefing going live now. I wonder if they are lifting the restrictions. If so, will the market go up further? Oh man, I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. Alex, we'll see about that. Thank you, Coyote and Lobo Blast, for helping Robert out. Um, I'm hoping that this will work for you and that you can find the solution to this issue. The Dow is up now 312. We'll watch the reaction to this news. You're saying we'll see how the market reacts to it. Right now we're just up 312. Now we're up 307. Maybe we might be backing up a bit. I'm not sure. 302. We are backing up. So there must be something being said that might not be going over well. I don't know. I can't say for sure. Let's get a refresh over there. What's going on here? The Dow is still up a bit here. We're up 307 on the Dow, and we've got a GameStop 118.76, up 317. So 304 on the Dow right now. I do not know. Let me take a peek over at CNN. What are they saying over there? No. I got nothing on CNN as far as a headline or a major update or anything like that. Nothing on CNN.com. So I have nothing there. So I'm not sure, my friend. We'll just see what gives. Okay. Okay. Maybe Powell will crash the COVID meeting and just scream into the mic, causing the markets to drop so I can buy my covered callback. Coyote, there you go. Bama Babe, is it live? It is live at 10:15, says Gonzo Cruz, says Bama Babe. Gonzo, not the Communist News Network. Oh no. The Dow 306, 307. Over on, let's see, where else can we take a look here? NY. No. New York Times, what are they showing? Headline, anything? Nope. I've got nothing on headlines there. Let's try another media outlet. Nothing there. And how about over here? Nothing there. No, I'm not showing any headlines anywhere on this story. I don't see actual headlines on anything. So I got nothing. The Dow is up 312 at the moment, and 120 on GameStop. We just popped on GameStop. We're at 120.19 right now on GameStop. We just popped up. I don't know if there's any news on it. I don't think there is, unless I'm missing something. What do we got here? Nope, no news on GameStop. We're just at 120.05, 120.12 on GameStop right now. All right. And let's go. Folks are giving folks advice on how to sign up through various browsers. And I thank all of you for helping others out. This is an area that I am not good at, and I'm too busy watching the market. So right now, the Dow up at 311, Rocket Lab at 1050, SoFi 1286 now. SoFi 1286. We are approaching $13 for SoFi. It's been a while. Yes, it's been a little while. Feb 1, we were there. And also Jan 26th, we were there. And Jan 21st. We were at one point, Jan 20th, we were at $16, January 20th. So in the last 20 days, 3 weeks, we have come down a ways on SoFi. We have a ways to go yet. This is nothing, a nothing burger here, but we'll take it. Come on, SoFi, let's go. Let's run this puppy. GameStop 119.46, just dipped under 120 again. Watching that closely. Let's see. It's on NBC. YouTube, says Bama Babe. I went away for a while and GameStop popped up. I need to go away again, says British Lorraine. It doesn't happen on my cell phone, only my laptop. Swear. Hopefully, no one is confused at the difference between live chat and comments because comments are always deactivated. Let's see. Yeah, Coyote, that $16 must have been around the bank charter. It was. You are correct. That is correct. Yeah, Alex is saying COVID update briefing is on right now at whitehouse.gov live. So it's not making headlines around the world or anything. This is just on right now. Gotcha. Okay. The Dow right now up 288. It just dropped again. So the Dow's got a little wave coming in. Okay. GameStop 118.78. It's also backed up a little bit. 118.40 on GameStop, up 280. It did break 120 briefly, but couldn't hold it just a few minutes ago. 118.40 on GameStop. Now showing it at 117.66. I think we're showing it at 117 on GameStop. 118.07, 117 something. Jumping around a bit now on the GameStop shares. Okay. 286 gain on the Dow, now 295, 118.06 on GameStop, and the volume on this share, on this stock now, 1.5 million on GameStop today. Okay, there we are. Splair, go markets, give me some more bucks before it can drop. From Lord Bruce, it is just being nice because he knows most of us already wrote GameStop calls. Otherwise, he'd be screaming to write calls now. and I'm no question, if you haven't written calls on GameStop, it is a good time to do it. 120s for sure. But I know most of you have written as of yesterday, and so we're watching this closely for you. We'll keep an eye on the market reaction. We're up 299 on the Dow at the moment. We seem to be coming into some selling on the Dow. A little support, the selling, a little support selling, back and forth. GameStop 119.04. We're all over the place. We are all over the place. Oil prices rise as the energy agency reports declines in U.S. crude and gasoline supplies. So we've got oil at 90.16, up 80 cents. There you go. Dow up 291, just dropped off a little bit. GameStop 119.02, off again. Just let GameStop pop, says British Shilling. Lobobast Lorraine, on the laptop, you must sign into your Google account. Guys, you can use Chrome. Go to Google and make sure you are logged into your account. Once you are, then go to YouTube and join. Splair, by the way, are we counting on it to hit 13 today? Because SoFi looks like it would peak the last time on this run. Well, it would be nice, but SoFi right now, 1288. Up 76 cents. SoFi is at the high of the day right now, 1289, 1290 right now. SoFi is pushing 1290 on 23 million. So SoFi is getting a boost. There's some buying coming in. Rocket Lab 1048, GameStop 119.10, the Dow up 278. Matterport 906, ME 512, Spire 301, ATIP 303.5, Smart Rent 872, and Cyxtera 1190. AMC 1796, had 18 for a bit, just dropped under it a bit. The high today 1813 on AMC, the volume 27.4 million. That will affect GameStop, of course. We're up 282 on the Dow. SoFi 1288 to 1290, GameStop 119.04. So there you go. Lorraine, I will try. Okay, very good. Lots of advice being handed out here for folks who are having issues. Thank you all. 287 on the Dow right now. Thank you all. Nice to have you here. It's great that you're here, and love that you're with me. And let's see. and one of my viewers is having trouble. Nathan having trouble getting into my channel. A member, becoming a member again, trying to renew, and I'm not 100% sure, my friend. You might need to reach out to YouTube through your account, or you might need to go through Windows, depending on what device you're using. You might have to set it to a Windows setting. That might be the answer. I am not the genius there for sure. Let's see. Staying on top of what's going on here. Lots happening. Excuse me. Thank you, everybody, for being here today. Really appreciate this. Thank you for all your support out there, everybody. There we go. There we go. We have 418 thumbs ups. Thank you for the 418 thumbs ups today as well. Thank you for those of you who are letting me know that you're having an anniversary of your membership of this channel. Whenever you do that, I appreciate that too. 120 on GameStop, 121 on GameStop right now. We just popped again on GameStop. We've got the market moving up. The Dow now up 301 points. And Fauci says U.S. heading out of full-blown pandemic phase, sees an end to COVID restrictions in the coming months. This is from Fauci, just coming out a minute ago. At the moment, that is moving the market up 304. And I've got GameStop now at 120.43. The high there, we are still shooting the high of 122.93. That was early this morning. That was the high of the day. We have not hit that high yet, but this is the second or third time we've touched 120. We're back to 119 again on the stock. 119 to 120 right now. We are jumping around at 120.32 right now. ME 511 and SoFi 1284 with the high of 1290 today on SoFi. Great stuff. Great stuff, man. Okay. Lots going on here, happening simultaneously everywhere going on here. And we've got oil now up 86 cents to 90.22. The Dow now up 304. Hasn't hit a new high. It's just recovered from that 270, 280 range. We're up 304 on the Dow. Rocket Lab 1046, SoFi 1284, GameStop 120.08, 120.06 right now. Matterport 907, ME 510, Spire 302, ATIP 303. Looking good on some of these guys here. Microsoft up 364, Apple up 75 cents, Goldman up 558, Cisco up 69 cents, Facebook 557 gain, Amazon up 968, Tesla up 968, and Google up 32.74. That's what I'm showing here at this moment in time, everybody. Welcome one, welcome all. Thank you all for being here, and hopefully you're enjoying the activities. We have 421 thumbs ups. Thank you, everybody, for that. Dat Bot Louis, thank you for the neat symbols. I think I'll join in. Time to hit the knee button and get the markets going even higher. Let's roll, baby, roll. Get everybody richer on all of these former SPACs that are popping up here today. Let's keep that going. Let's see how it all works out. Indeed, do-da-dee day. A 311, 312 gain on the Dow. All righty. All righty. GameStop 120.18 right now. 120.18. The Dow up 307. SoFi 1288. The 1290 range is the high, and we're trying to get to that 13 mark on SoFi and beyond. We have a ways to go, a long ways to go on our SoFi. Okay, for sure. Yes. Thank you, one and all. GameStop 119.66 right now. Just broke under 120. The Dow up 301, 302 roughly at the moment. Thank you, Zach. Thank you, Vernon, for the neat emojis. Associate, hey, Bruce, and all you simpletons. Thanks for all the interesting and valuable advice. Over the many months, I've decided to discontinue my membership, but wish you the best in the future. The best to you, Socius. Keep it going. Splair, neat. Keep it going there, too. SoFi, 1289. High of 1290. Nice. Nice. The Dow up 307. GameStop 119.90. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Thank you all for popping through and hanging around. Love it. All right. Zach, Socius, hope we catch you around the Discord. There you go. Sorry to see you go there, Socius, says Anti-PC. GameStop 120.13 again, back over the 120 mark. 307 gain on the Dow. All right. Oh my. Lots to follow here. Just looking for headlines about this, about the Fauci news. I'm curious about the Fauci thing. Sounds most interesting. I think it was it Belgium this morning, where I heard something about how Belgium is also discontinuing all restrictions because it's a very heavily inoculated country, very heavily inoculated, and there's talk about easing up everything in Belgium. Just let the disease run its course and try to take care of people who are affected by it and go from there, I guess. I don't know. The new cases in the U.S., so the average for February the 8th is 240,000. The last 14 days, down 63%, which is great to see that. Unfortunately, new deaths are up 9%, but I note that the hospitalizations were off as well. I saw a stat on that earlier. I can't remember if it was 13% better or not, but it was definitely improving. Okay. Yeah, we'll see what's going on with that. I don't see any news on anything to do with the Fauci commentary, but that'll probably have a fallout as we go on. We'll stay on it as we always do. We're up 309 on the Dow. Rocket Lab 1048. SoFi 1291. The high today 1293. So we're pushing the highs again on SoFi. 24 million. We're trying to get the $13 here. Hopefully we'll break through that today. GameStop 120.27. Matterport 906 up 60 cents. ME 513 up a quarter. We're up 4.5 on Spire. We're up 11 on ATIP. 305 now on these stocks. Smart Rent at up 36 cents to 8.79, and Sextera up 26 cents to 11.90. AMC over 18 again, 18.26, up $1.83, a 10% gain on AMC today. It's definitely having a good day, whereas GameStop is only up $4.36 at 119.96. It had the good day yesterday, and so it's adding to it somewhat, but at only $4-something rate at this point. Let's see. Socius, thanks for the nice words. Auntie, as always, you're a scholar and a gentleman, Socius. Zed, yeah, I'm aware of that. He's the main reason for leaving. It's not good for mental health, especially the stock market. Zed, and whatever the reasoning is, whatever it is. Yeah. And great time to check back in. I'm about $100 shy of all my losses back from a few weeks ago, says not your concern, right? Going. Nice going, buddy. Nice to see you here. The comeback is widespread. It is everywhere, and I'm glad to see it having an effect on your account as well. Fabulous. Let's just add to it. Let's have you get richer. How about that? Okay. Let's get richer. I didn't mean to ruin the mood. It's okay, Socius. it's not a problem. We have so many people with so many opinions here. It's unbelievable. But I think there's one trait we all have in common. We like making money. I think that's the one thing we're here about. And that's why I'm hoping most people are here. Just I hope all of you are here for one reason: you like making money. You're enjoying the company. I hope that's all right. But we like making money, and that's what it's all about here. I think because that's how we pay bills. Doesn't matter, what your thoughts are on any topic or on any issue. Bills are paid with cash. We gotta make it, no matter who we are, what we do, what we think, and anything else. So, thank you all for being part of this show and this channel. Those of you who are here, I love it, and hopefully you'll all get something positive from this show, and it'll help you with your investment making decisions. And I can't be more happy than that. That's all I've wanted, is just to have you making money. Jennifer's wishing you all the best. So she's Bama wrote 10 covered calls on SoFi, expiring February the 18th. That's next week. $13. Sale bid hit at 60 cents, followed up with a buyback bid at 30. Let's see if it hits. Nice going, Bama baby. You might want to put in a 31-cent buy order instead of a 30. Make it a round, if you can. I don't know if you can. You might be limited to nickels. I don't know. But 30 it is, and if you get it, you get it. There you go. Alrighty. You simpletons, you're all so kind, says Socius. Well, this is a kind channel. I thought it was a kind channel. I think it's a kind channel. We try to be kind. Try to be nice. It's nice to be nice to the nice, That's Major Frank Burns said that once. It's so nice to be nice to the nice. My platform will not let me do pennies, Bruce. That's why. Gotcha, Bama babe. Gotcha. Yeah, 30 it is. 290 on the Dow. That's the gain on the Dow now. 290. So we're giving up a little bit of room here. We'll watch for that. GameStop at 120.18. It was just 120.50. It's 120.18, up 458. We'll watch for how this market, goes through these gyrations. I don't know if this is the beginning of a profit-taking sell wave coming into the market or not, but it wouldn't surprise me if we get one. We've been solidly up all day without a pullback of any kind, and that is not usual. Lately we've had volatility, but I will tell you that money has been coming into the market and coming into the area of the market that we follow the most. Ex-SPAC stocks are definitely moving up today. We are getting a follow-through of money from yesterday to today already, and it is making a difference on some of our portfolios here already, which I'm happy to see. Yes, it is nice to be nice to the nice, and it's ugly to be ugly to the ugly. Considering setting up TDOC for poor man covered calls, trading not from its 52-week low. Lots of juice. Thank you, Bruce, says Zed. Thank you, Zed. Nancy, associates, I totally understand. It's good to take a break. Hope you're doing well. Joe N, pullback is now 277. We're only up 277 on the Dow. We're backing off. Alberto, Uncle, true story. At Terminal Albany, New York to Atlanta, Georgia, received an email travel canceled. 26 tested positive at facility I was going to. Wow. That's really something. Wow. Amazing. That's wow. That's really something, Alberto. 284 on the Dow here. GameStop 120.35 right now at this moment. Here's an interesting headline. She was homeless, and I was alone. That's the quote. She was homeless, and I was alone. I was befriended by a woman who moved into my home. She gradually stole $40,000 from me. Gee, how about that? I'm homeless, but I'm not alone. I'm with Jennifer. So maybe Jennifer and I should move into with somebody really rich and then steal money from them. No, we're not going to do that. I think we'll just do what we're doing. Thank you very much, and I'll hang out with you guys. That's okay with me. 272 is the up move on the Dow. We're backing off here. The Dow is now sitting at 35,744, and the high was 35,824. So we have given up 80 points. We were as high. We had a 360 gain at the high of the day. We're now at 274. Actually, we're now dropping more than that. So we're dropping more than 80 points from the high of the day today. Excuse me, 274 on that one. GameStop 120.37 right now, holding a gain of 477. There you go. Headed back home, says Alberto. Everything canceled on my end. Wow, that's crazy. Beware of Jen stealing money from you, socials. Yeah. Beware, I warned you. Oh, man. 285 is the gain on the Dow. Rocket Lab 1049. SoFi 1293. High of the day 1295. 24.8 million. Go, SoFi, go. GameStop 120.77, Matterport 909, ME 512, Spire 302, ATIP 304, Smart Rent 875, Sextera 1190 and 1844 now on AMC up 201. $2.01 gain on AMC volume 32.5 million. We've got volume coming into GameStop. So buying is getting more buying. Momentum is bringing in more buyers. And we're up 206 to 1851 on AMC right now. AMC climbing, which is affecting GameStop at 120.67 up 507 right now. That's the dealio right now. That is the deal. Oh my, oh my. Nicholas, you are naughty. You're just naughty. Where are we at now? Oh, we're pushing 121 on GameStop. 120.98 right now. 121. I think we just broke it. Going for the high of 122.93. Got a ways to go, but we're trying. AMC is helping for sure. AMC at 18.55, up $2.12 right now on the AMC. This is the high of the day, 18.56, 18.58, 32.8 million volume on AMC. So there's no news on it that I can tell you about, but 1856, 1858 is the high of the day. And the Dow is at 292 right now. GameStop 121.31, getting caught up in the AMC move at the moment. There it is. That's the deal. 1294 on SoFi, climbing up here to 13. Excuse me. I just noticed that most of SoFi's ETFs now have options chains available on the ETFs of SoFi. Do you know how long I've been waiting for GameStop to have a run like this? Laughing out loud. Good thing YouTube bucks aren't real, says Nicholas. Good thing. It's all pretend money. SoFi 12.96. GameStop 121.63, up $6. We were up 12 yesterday, was it, or more? And we're at 121.43 right here, right now. The Dow up 289, S&P up 54, NASDAQ up 221, oil up 91 centinos right now. That is what is going on here on this market today. Yeah, little improvement. We'll take it wherever we can get it. Get these viewers of mine richer. They deserve richnesses in this business. Richnesses. IBM up 21 cents, Microsoft up 421, Apple up 91, Goldman up 545, Cisco up 69, Facebook 629 gain, Amazon up $10, Tesla up 12, Google up 38. There you go. Royal Caribbean up 117 to 87.45. That's the low of the day. We've actually on the lower end, so we got some profit taking there. Even Walmart is down 17 cents. Interesting to see that. And the Dow up 285 right now. On a bit of a pullback for the last half an hour or so. We've backed off about 60, 70 points, 80 points from the high, I think is what it looks like. SoFi gets what should be bad news, lowered price target. You would think it would drop, but not up. Bizarro World, says Nacho Concern. Well, that $18 price target from 20 whatever, more realistic. And the stock is now reacting, to that, and just obviously the fact that it's way oversold anyway. When are you going to Europe? What Nice wants to know. We're hoping possibly May. We might be heading there for May, June, and part of July, perhaps. We're looking into this now very seriously. Shizo Market, Nacho? Okay. Nacho, I'm not unhappy. SoFi's doing well for once, but wow, bring on the bad news, please. Keep bringing it on. Let the stock go up. 12.98 on SoFi. We're going for 13 now. Touched 12.99 already. 25.5 million traded on SoFi. We're going for 13 at 12.98, 12.99 right now. We are about to hit $13. GameStop going for a new high today. 22.74 just a moment ago. Did we break it? 22.93 is the high today on GameStop. And we hit 22.70 something, 122.70. We're up on 1.85 million now for GameStop. But we're right now this second at 121.30. We just backed off about a buck. Trying to break through 122.93 for a new high of the day. Matterport 917. Looks like we are pushing the high of the day here. Yep, 919, and we're at 918.19 right now. 7 million on Matterport, high of the day. ME 511 just below the high of the day. 302 on Spire, 304 on ATIP. GameStop 121.30, SoFi 12.96, Rocket Lab 10.46, but the Dow is up now 274, backing off just a little bit in very small increments. It's a very reluctant sellout on the Dow. It's not crapping 10, 20 points every 30 seconds. It's really dropping a point a minute. It's very quiet. 272 is the uptick right now on the Dow. But it has its effect. If it pops up 10, 20 points and then drops 25, 30, and it comes up 15, 20, drops 30 more, it has that effect of the grind. It starts to grind lower, and that starts to weigh on traders, day traders, and they start selling out and taking the sideline view before they get in again. We'll see. Here we go. All of Scandinavia has now dropped most of its restrictions. You can come here now, Bruce. How about that? Shizio short for schizophrenia. Schizo. Okay. Not your concern. Goldman Sachs. Wow, loving it like McDonald's. Anti-PC. Love it. My other self is very happy as well today. My other self. Giddy up, baby. Goldman, 466 gain, 374. The high today, 376 on Goldman. We got Apple up 74 cents, but only 74 cents. Microsoft is up 4, but it was up more than that. IBM up only 35 cents. So we don't have like a massive run on the big stocks. There's a selective moves, yes, but not on everything. So watching this market up 286 on the Dow. We're at 121.19 on GameStop, 12.92 on SoFi, 10.45 on Rocket Lab, Matterport 9.19 at the moment. There you are. Melvin Capital still needs to make up 94% of its losses. I feel better now, says Joe. I'm not Melvin Capital. There you go. Not Melvin. There you go. Indeed. Okay. Rock and roll. Thank you, everybody, for the thumbs ups today. 434 have come in. Appreciate that a whole ton from you guys. Awful nice of you to hit the thumbs up button for us. We generally do appreciate that. 434 and counting. Okay. There we go over there. And lots of activity going on. I'm going to be on again this afternoon at 3 o'clock for the last hour of the day. And I'll be on tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern time, prime time, with Uncle Bruce for Gold Bagel family members. Come on and join me tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern and ask me anything you like. We're going to have a wide open Q&A there. Uncle Bruce, thanks, Uncle Bruce and everyone. Not your concern. I'm number 434 for you, buddy. Thank you very much for that. GameStop 121.84. The high of the day 122.93. Just about $1 away from the high of the day. Up 6.29 right now. And the Dow is at 277 on the upside, but it's backed off a bit from its high of the day. We were 80 points higher than this earlier today. So we've given up some ground, but not a catastrophic back off or anything like that, actually, for the Dow. 1288 on SoFi. Trying to get to 13 today. I think we got 1299 in today, so another pullback on SoFi. Maybe another shot will come. We don't know. 122.46 on GameStop. It's trying to get a new high in here, doing its best to get a new high. And Matterport 915, that is pushing the high, and 510 on the ME, 303 and 304 on Spire ATIP, 876 on Smart Rent, and 1192 on Sixtera. They've been up all day long. Up all day. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Uncle Bruce, and everybody. Thank you for the great show, Uncle Bruce. See you this afternoon. Jennifer, this headline just came through. New York mask or vaccine requirement to be lifted on Thursday. Anti-PC, I'm thumbs up number 435. Thank you, John Anderson. Thanks, everybody. Thank you guys so much for all of your kind words, support, and just being here. Appreciate you all. All right, I'll see you this afternoon at 3 o'clock with an hour to go before the close. Catch you later, Hector, as well, and I look forward to seeing you then, guys. Bye for now.